You're listening to Reading Fightin' Phils Baseball on the R-Phils Radio Network. Now, out to the ballpark with your broadcasters, Bob McCool and Jake Starr.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome tonight from FirstEnergy Stadium, Game 3 of a 6-game homestand. The Reading Fightin' Phils, the Binghamton Rumble Ponies. After Binghamton's won the first 2 games of the series by the exact same score of 10-8, Phils and Ponies set to go at 7 o'clock tonight. We are live for the pregame show. We are just inside the plaza at Tompkins, just inside the opening gates. Gates are open, and game is set to go at 7 o'clock. Alongside my broadcast partner, Jake Starr, my name is Bob McCool. It is Fiesta Friday here at the stadium. Phils are wearing the Los Luchadores uniform, and it's only appropriate that we talk to El Jefe, the manager of the Reading Fightin' Phils for 2023, Al Padrique. Skip, just talking a little bit about this series, this team, as we have done throughout the season. But the ultimate goal ultimately is to play to be over 500 to win a series. Even though you've lost the first 2, still in a position to get the job done to win the series, and obviously it begins tonight.
Yeah, definitely. That's the one thing that you prepare the team, you prepare yourself as a player during spring training to come up with a team. They understand that the bottom line once the season starts is to win games, as many games you can. Yes, anytime you win series, you're in a good situation, you're in a good spot, and I think we're getting closer. I know I keep saying this, but I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. We're playing better baseball. We're executing defensively. Base running is getting a lot better. We're more aggressive around the bases. Now we have to be consistent with the pitching staff. There's some games where we have good starter. Other games we got good job, from the relievers. So we basically as a team, we need to be consistent and start winning games more often.
I know there's no moral victories in baseball, but a night like last night where you're down 10-4, you battle back, you ultimately drop it 10-8. Can the way that the team hit and the way they played the last handful of innings from last night, is that something you could see carrying over to a night like tonight?
Definitely. Like I say, we stay close in games. We just haven't done enough to get over the hump and start winning games when they count. When we coming back, like we did we done in the last 2 games. We did on the road trip. We were down 4-1, and we came back and won the game. So those are the type of games that we need to play solid baseball, be able to pitch quality games, give us an opportunity, the offense, to get back and win games. And I know the defense is getting much better. Guys start feeling comfortable where they're playing on a daily basis. So now, like I say, we need to execute when the games are down the line.
It's so interesting for Jake and I in the broadcast. We've been talking about this because you would expect that a team with the record that the Phils have at 20-32 might be down on themselves. But there is a confidence level, especially on the offensive side. This team never feels like it's out of a game. Doesn't matter how much the deficit is. They feel like they can hit with anybody and score runs off of anybody.
Well, that's the one thing as a staff we continue working with these guys on a daily basis. Regardless of the score, regardless of the results, we still have to play through 27 outs. It doesn't matter if we're behind, we're ahead, we're going to stay humble, and we're going to continue pushing the envelope. And that's the one thing I give the team credit. They don't quit, they don't give up, and anytime they step on the field, I expect them to give us 100%. That's what they've done throughout the season.
Now we turn the page to tonight's game. You got a guy on the mound in Mick Abel. We have seen a lot of flashes of excellence from Abel, and we've seen him look like a 21-year-old pitcher who's still very new to the AA level. But it seems like the flashes are outweighing any sort of growing pains. But from you, someone who's been behind the scenes, who's watched Abel develop, what's impressed you the most about his growth just so far this year?
That's one of the things that you're going to have to deal with when you're working with young players. 21 years old, being in AA, that tells you a lot about his talent. Tells you a lot about the confidence and the trust that as an organization we have in this kid. And yes, I can see that he's growing, he's maturing every time he goes out and takes the baseball. Mentally, he's getting tougher. For the last, I would say, 3-4 outings, he's been the guy that on the mound when we need a win, and he had came through. So those are the type of things that as a staff you evaluate. As a scout, that's what you look for. Young guys at the AA level, knowing the fact that if he does well and the Major League Club has a need, you will be going out from AA. You don't have to pitch or play on AAA. So I think Evo right now, he's heading the right direction. That's the one thing we stay on him. Maryland, you got to be tough. Maryland, you have to understand in that situation what it takes to make a quality pitch and get out of trouble.
We're talking with the manager of the Reading Fightin' Phils, Al Padrique, and to that point, talking about the mental side of all of this. Look, we're not fooling anybody when we talk about Mick Abel as the number 2 ranked prospect. I know to you, it doesn't matter if he's number 2 or number 22. You're going to manage him the same way. You're going to approach him the same way as you would anyone else. But from his perspective, dealing with the pressure that he puts upon himself, thinking that he has to perform to that level, I would imagine that's a big piece of the conversation you have to have with him on a regular basis.
Well, not only me, I mean the pitching coach, Brad, he's done a great job with all those guys, especially Evo, we're talking about him. He's only 21, and yes, he knows that he's a guy. He knows that when he's on the mound, a lot of people are going to be watching, whether the front office are in town or they're away. They can watch the game now these days in the computer. So he knows, and that's the one thing that he needs to understand is part of the game. A lot of people are going to be watching you. You're on the big league. You're going to pitch in front of 45,000 people. Everybody from the front office is going to be sitting in the suite watching you pitch live. So that's part of mature, part of understanding that it's all part of the game. You need to relax and be yourself every time you take the baseball.
And another arm that I know we talked about before is Andrew Baker, and just how much better he's looked. 5 of his last 6 outings have been scoreless, and Baker's someone who had a rough start to the season, but he has said his confidence feels like it's getting better, and you can see that out there because a guy like Baker, he's got the stuff. Just a matter of getting the results out there. What have you seen from him the last, say, week or two that's really flipped the switch where he's looked so much better as of late?
Yeah, in particular, Baker, we gave him the ball early in the season to be the guy pitched out of the back of the bullpen. He put pressure on himself. He wanted to do so well so he can show the organization, I'm the guy, I'm ready to get out of here. That he put a lot of pressure on himself. So we made the decision to start using him in non-leverage situation where he can relax. He can use all his pitches regardless of the count, and he got better. The confidence is where we know he can be, and that's why he's throwing the ball well. Now the fastball is closer to the plate. He's locating, using both sides of the plate in and out, and with the slider, he's throwing it close to the plate, and we know for a fact that slider is so effective that the hitter will swing at it, and that's why he's throwing with a lot of confidence and a lot of conviction right now.
We're talking about some of the top prospects in the organization when we're talking about a Mick Abel or Andrew Baker, but as we're talking about a moment ago, there's obviously a lot of other guys who are a major part of this team. One of the guys who's not one of the top ranked prospects on this team, but maybe been your most consistent player this year, flying on the radar a little bit, is Matthew Kroon. He just seems to get the job done. Doesn't matter whether you're playing him in the infield, whether you're playing him in the outfield, where you're batting him in the order. Maybe a little bit under the radar from upper level prospects, but from your perspective, he's a guy that you've been able to put in the lineup, and he continues to produce almost every night.
Well, this is one of the kids that he's putting himself in the map. When I say that, he's opening some eyes. People start calling and asking about Kroon. Thank God that he's healthy. Last year he missed a whole season early because some injury, ended up having surgery, so he never came back. Now he feels good. He's 100%, and knowing the fact that he's going to be in the lineup basically every day, his preparation has been outstanding. The routine that he does every day to stay, in good shape, ready to go, is off the chart. This is the kid can play multiple positions like you just mentioned it, and offensively he started finding comfortable at the plate. They start being more aggressive after fastball. So if he stays healthy, he can do a lot of good things.
Another name who's put himself on the map as well as Nick Podkul. And Nick's a guy who, was a free agent this past offseason and really didn't know what his baseball future held. Phillies gave him an opportunity. Started the year here, but didn't play till April 20th. Started on the development list. But since then, he has been, with Kroon, one of the most consistent hitters in this offense. What have you seen from Podkul that's allowed him to kind of flip that switch as well and be so consistent?
Well, I knew that sooner or later, once this kid get a chance to be on the roster, he was going to do a lot of good things. He's going to help us because this is a guy that played in AAA a little bit with the Blue Jays. And the way I saw him preparing on spring training day in and day out, you can tell back then that he was a true professional. Unluckily, he started off the roster when the season started, but he never quit. He showed up every day early, did his work, working on his routine, got the opportunity, and he's taking advantage of that right now, and he's having a great year.
We talked with you earlier this year, this season, about Johan Rojas and your decision to move him from the 1 hole to the 3 hole. We got a chance last night to talk to Brandon Duckworth, who's here scouting for the New York Yankees. He said that he believes that Johan Rojas is good enough in center field. He could play in the major leagues defensively right now. It's all about the bat. But that bat has certainly come to life, and it has stayed pretty consistent, and he continues to just hit the ball hard almost every at-bat.
I feel the same way, 100%. Right now, this kid can play in center field in the big league. I've seen a lot of center field in my life, and he's up there on my list. This guy can go get it, nice range, takes good routes, gets good jumps, and his arm strength is getting better. Now he started showing the arm strength by throwing people out, hitting the cutout man. So he's doing the little things to help the team win and put himself in a good situation in front of a lot of people. The offensively, yes, he's showing signs that he's going to start driving the ball to the gap. He has power, but we want to make sure that he's disciplined with the strike zone, make sure that when he's in the hitting count, he takes advantage and they start driving the ball, get people in, get some RBIs, and that's what he's done since we moved him to the 3rd slot, just to make him more aggressive after fastball. The motivation, I think, has been that when he comes to the plate, he has 1 or 2 guys on the bases, and we start seeing some good results.
Just to follow up on that, when you're talking about Johan Rojas, I think it's a good thing, certainly for kids to understand. You think, well, he runs balls down in the gap because he's fast. Yeah, he does, but a lot of that has to do with his anticipation that he's got to step on it. He is really good in anticipating balls and where they are and gets there. Yes, his speed closes it out, but it's his anticipation that gets him there before all that takes place.
Yeah, Bob, I think beside the anticipation is...
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to FirstEnergy Stadium. A little bit of a rain delay before tonight's game, but we are set and ready to go for baseball, Game 3 of the 6-game stand between the Reading Fightin Phils and the Binghamton Rumble Ponies. The Ponies, the AA affiliate of the New York Mets. And our matchup tonight features the Ponies at 25 and 27 after their 2 games winning in this series, both by identical 10-8 scores. Reading now at 20 and 32 after dropping the first 2. Alongside my broadcast partner, Jake Starr, my name is Bob McCool. Let's take a look at the Golden Oaks Landscaping starting lineup for the Ponies tonight. Matt Rudick right back in the leadoff spot for Binghamton. The top 3 in the order for Binghamton, the same for this 3rd game. Rowdy Jordan back in the 2 spot. Luke Ritter is hot and batting 3rd. Jose Peroza is in the cleanup spot tonight. Brandon McElwain, who was 4th, drops to the 5th spot. He's DHing tonight. Augustin Ruiz is in right field. He's batting 6th. Batting 7th is the left fielder, Joe Swazi. Batting 8th is catcher Matt O'Neill. And batting 9th is shortstop Wyatt Young. And we're facing right-handed pitcher for the Phils, Mick Abel.
Mick Abel, the Philadelphia Phillies, number 2 overall prospect, making his 10th start of the season, 2-3, a 5.09 ERA, 30 hits allowed, 24 walks, 48 strikeouts in 40 2/3 innings pitched. Doesn't allow a lot of hits. Opponents hitting just 201 against him, but the question becomes, can he throw enough strikes to keep them off the board?
Defense behind Mick Abel. Carlos De La Cruz is in left field tonight. Johan Rojas, as usual, is in center. Matthew Kroon right back in right field. McCarthy Tatum gets the start at first base tonight. Oliver Dunn is at second. Madison Stokes again at short. Nick Podkul again at third. And Cody Roberts is the catcher. And first pitch swinging is Rudick. And Matt Rudick lifts one straight up in the infield. And Madison Stokes, the shortstop, will squeeze it for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 down here in the first.
Well, first pitch at 8:34 tonight, about an hour and 34 minutes behind schedule, but thanks to Mother Nature for that one, but see how fast this one moves tonight.
So this will bring up Rowdy Jordan. He has been rowdy during this series. He is 3 for 8 in total with a couple home runs and 6 RBIs, batting out of the 2 spot. Batting average at 225 on the season as he steps in. Switch hitter batting left against Abel. 1-0 pitch. He misses a bit inside on the curveball, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Abel with a fastball that is 95 plus. He'll hit 97, 98 pretty consistently with that fastball. And he comes with a 99-mile-an-hour fastball on this, but that's inside. Now it's 3-0. Also a curve, a slider, and a change. The slider, the best of the secondary pitches behind the fastball for Abel. 3-0 pitch. It's away inside, ball 4.
And that's really the biggest question mark with Abel right now is just the control. And it's keeping guys off the bases when it comes to the base on balls. That's his 25th issue this year. That leads the team. And look, he doesn't give a lot of hits, 30 hits and 40 2/3, less than 1 per inning. But like we said, it's the walk number that if he can get that down, he can be even more of a dangerous pitcher.
This is a dangerous hitter right now. Luke Ritter steps to the plate. And checks on the first pitch that's low and inside for a ball. Ritter at 229 on the season, 11 home runs, 24 RBIs. That belies what he has done of late. He has 8 home runs in his last 11 games, including a home run in each of the 2 games in this series. He fouls this one out of play, and now it's 1-1. He's 4 for 9 in the series with the 2 home runs and 7 RBIs. So the guy at first base, Jordan, has 6 RBIs in the 2 games. Ritter has 7. 1 ball and 1 strike to Luke Ritter. Long look this time from Abel. Comes to the plate. Curveball and a good one. And it's now 1 ball and 2 strikes to Ritter. Ritter spent time earlier this season at AAA Syracuse. Didn't produce much at AAA. Sent back to Binghamton. He has gone on a tear in the last couple of weeks. He fouls this one back and stays alive. Ritter, a 2019 7th-round draft pick of the Mets out of Wichita State. Jordan takes his lead off of first. Good-sized lead. Abel comes. Jordan takes off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Throw down is in plenty of time. Strike him out. Throw him out. Double play to end the top of the first for the Fightins. We'll take a timeout. We get back on the Reading Fightin' Phils radio network. The Phils will bat for the first time in a scoreless tie. International Fireworks is the official fireworks provider of the Phils. International Fireworks shoots every fireworks show throughout the season, including 8 Mega Blast fireworks shows. International Fireworks also provides the pregame fireworks after the national anthem at each game. International Fireworks has a nearby retail store in Douglasville, Pennsylvania, where you can purchase all of your fireworks. Visit fireworksareus.com for more information about the International Fireworks retail store in Douglasville. Thanks again to International Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of the Phils.
Star City Boxing, located at 4760 Schuylkill Avenue in Reading, is a 501c3 non-profit boxing gym unlike any other. Our goal is not only to help you be fit, but to be the best outlet for our youth and community. We welcome anyone who wants to improve their way of life, be fit, and box competitively or non-competitively. We work with you to reach your goals in and out of the gym. Stop in and meet our stars today. Check us out and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for upcoming events and happenings. And visit our website today at starcityboxing.org for more information on how to join, volunteer with our youth, or support our efforts in the community. Star City Boxing is a proud continued 2023 Phils Fiesta Friday partner.
The Penn State Health St. Joseph's 67 Club is the original hospitality area at FirstEnergy Stadium. Conveniently located along the third base side, the 67.
Here is the starting lineup, the Golden Oaks Landscaping starting lineup for the Phils. Al Padrique will go this way tonight. Madison Stokes again is batting in the leadoff spot. Carlos de la Cruz is second. Johan Rojas, the center fielder, is third. Oliver Dunn again is in the cleanup spot, the second baseman. Matthew Kroon, the right fielder, is batting fifth. Ethan Wilson is the DH tonight. He's batting sixth. Nick Podkill bats seventh. McCarthy Tatum, the first baseman, bats eighth. And Cody Roberts, the catcher, bats ninth. The first 7 in that order for the Phils is the same as it has been for the first 2 games. They face right-handed pitcher for Binghamton, Luis Moreno. His 1-0 pitch to Madison Stokes is a bit low, and it's 2-0.
11th appearance, 10th start for Moreno, 3-2, a 6.55 ERA. Has struggled command, 33 strikeouts to 30 walks over 44 innings pitched.
2-0 pitch coming to Stokes. Big swing, no contact. Stokes at 273 on the season. He's 2 for 9 so far in this series. Tied for team high in doubles with 12. 2-1 pitch. Way out, and actually in the dirt, and now it's 3-1. To Jake's point about Moreno, that's one of the things that Al Padrique talked about this Binghamton team coming in, that he wanted his team to be patient. That's a prime example with those 30 walks that he has surrendered so far in 44 innings. This one beats it. He beats it into the ground and into and out of the Rumble Ponies dugout. If you're wondering why they're the Rumble Ponies, that's in a reference to carousel horses. And Binghamton considers itself to be the carousel capital of the world.
You know, I learned that last week for the first time, actually. One of my buddies who works for the Altoona Curve, in his press release, his headline had something to do with carousel of ponies, and I was like, what's the reasoning? And got it explained.
There you go. 3-2 pitch is over for a called strike three. Madison Stokes doesn't think so. He has a word for home plate umpire Tyler Whitty as he heads back to the dugout. 1 out here in the first.
Moreno pitched against Altoona 8 days ago on June 1st, 4 1/3, 5 earned runs and a loss. Split last year between St. Lucie, High Brooklyn. Was signed out of the Dominican Republic in 2019 at 20 years old, so pretty old for a international free agent signing.
Fastball around 92 to 94. He's got a slider, a curve, and a changeup. And he starts Carlos De La Cruz with a slider, and he swings through it. De La Cruz running a 14-game hitting streak as he stands in, including with 3 hits in last night's game, now 4 for 10 in the series. He misses with pitch number 2, does Moreno, and now it's 1 ball and 1 strike to De La Cruz. This big swing comes up empty. Chasing after that pitch, and now it's 1 ball and 2 strikes.
The big thing Al Padrique said is knowing his zone, knowing what pitches to go after, and just being more patient at times is that big next step for De La Cruz.
And takes that one a bit low. Now it's 2-2. Carlos at 285 on the season, 11 doubles, 11 home runs, 28 RBIs. Moreno comes with his 2-2 pitch. Beats it into the ground and foul off the foot of Carlos De La Cruz. Today's RPhil's team leader, brought to you by cross-country mortgage loan officer Johanna Arias, is that bunch at the top in the RBI column. Carlos De La Cruz, 28. Oliver Dunn, 28. Ethan Wilson, 28. 3-way tie atop the RBI column in the RPhil's stat book. This one fisted into right field, and the hitting streak is alive as Carlos De La Cruz will get a base hit. Played well by Augustin Ruiz as he cut it off and got it back into the infield, keeping De La Cruz at first base.
De La Cruz make that a 24-game on-base streak and a 15-game hitting streak. He entered tonight hitting .328 over that streak and .409 over his last 5 games. He stays red hot. And speaking of red hot, here comes Johan Rojas.
Rojas 6 for 9 in this series. Batting average up over 300 now as a result as he steps in. Got 4 RBIs in this series as well. De La Cruz takes his lead off of first. First pitch to Rojas is over for a called strike. Rojas 1 behind those leaders we mentioned a moment ago at 27 RBIs in the season. That's today's cross-country loan officer, Johanna Arias, RPhil's team leader. You can contact her at 484-554-9969. This one lifted straight up into center field. Rudick playing center field tonight will take charge, and he'll make the catch for out number 2 in the first.
Yeah, got Rojas jammed up a little bit. Couldn't get the barrel out around it. And skies the Rudick. Now here comes Oliver Dunn, who's been nothing but an on-base machine this year. Leads the team with a .421 on-base percentage. Much of that comes thanks to also a team leading and third across the Eastern League. 41 walks.
5-game hitting streak as he stands in. De La Cruz at first base now in 2 outs. Fist this one fouled out of play. Oliver just 2 for 7 in the series in terms of swinging the bat. But as Jake said, he's been getting on base by way of walks. He did a lot of the same thing in New Hampshire. Left New Hampshire with only 3 hits, but he had multiple walks in that series. Big hit last night in an RBI spot, and he takes a strike here. So it's no balls and 2 strikes quickly to Oliver Dunn. And an RBI double in the 4-run 7th inning for the Phils last night. 0-2 pitch, way outside. He doesn't chase. Moreno, 24 years of age. Played last year between both St. Lucie and Brooklyn, the two Class A affiliates of the Mets. Comes with his 1-2 pitch. That's on the outside corner for a call. It's strike 3. And Moreno ends up with 2 strikeouts the inning for the Phils in the first. No runs, a hit, no errors, and 1 left. 1 complete in baseball town. It's the Ponies, nothing. The Phillies, nothing.
Gear up for Fightin' Phil's season. Visit the Brentwood Industries Fightin' Phil's team store at FirstEnergy Stadium or check out our online store 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at rphils.com/shop. We have a wide variety of Fightin' Phil's hats, t-shirts, kids apparel, and more. Looking for something new? Check out our latest selections of Los Luchadores de Reading and Reading hot dogs gear, plus throwback black R-Train R-Phil's attire. Root for your Fightins in style. Stop by the Brentwood Industries Fightins team store or rphils.com/shop.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin' Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin' Phils, 2 great hometown partners.
Fans, nothing beats a great day at Golden Oaks Golf Club. Located just minutes from Reading, Golden Oaks is a beautiful, award-winning golf course open to the public with perfect greens, lush fairways, and a course playing for 5 sets of tees. Bogey's Pub is open to the public with the area's best full-course menu, featuring indoor and outdoor seating and TVs to watch your favorite sports teams. Let the Golden Oaks Golf Club team cater to your need. Lunch, dinner, golf outings, parties, company events, and fundraisers. Visit our website at GoldenOaksGolfClub.com and follow Golden Oaks Golf Club and Bogey's Pub on Facebook. Golden Oaks Golf Club, where great memories are made.
Our EPAW weather consulting game time temperature, a much cooler now, 60 degrees after the rainstorm. Wind does die down considerably. It was whipping around pretty good before the storm came. Winds at about 3 to 5 miles an hour. As the Ponies come to play here in the top of the second in a scoreless tie. EPAW weather consulting, the source for public and private forecasts, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware, Northern, and Eastern Maryland. Mick Abel pitches to Jose Peroza, who drives one deep and off the top and onto the Redners Event Center for a solo home run to dead center field, and the Ponies jump out on top 1-0.
Yeah, Peraza gave that one a charge for his 7th home run of the season. Just a fastball up in the zone that Peraza wasted 0 time getting the barrel of the bat head out on it and destroying it to straightaway center.
He did not play in the first 2 games of this series. And he greets Abel with the solo home run that makes the game in the Ponies' advantage as Brandon McElwain will step to the plate. McElwain 3 for 9 in the series, playing as the designated hitter tonight. And he takes the first pitch for a ball. We talked about this the last time Abel pitched. He's going to give up those kind of long home runs because he is a power pitcher. Guys turn on that fastball, they're going to hit it a long way, as Peroza did. He hit it dead center field up on that railing, up above that railing on the Redners Event Center. New dimensions here at FirstEnergy Stadium. This one fouled out of play.
And look, the big thing for Abel here is, how does he respond to adversity? Because the best mistake you can make as a pitcher is a solo home run. And we saw that last time he pitched, here at least at FirstEnergy Stadium, and had the solo shot and then kind of unraveled in that next inning. So the question becomes, and you'll learn a lot about a guy like Abel here, how does he respond after allowing that home run?
He's in a 1-2 count now to McElwain. Beats this one towards short. Madison Stokes with a nice big hop. Long throw. It's a low throw, but dug out nicely by McCarthy Tatum for out number 1 here in the second.
That's a good start. Get the weak ground out the shortstop. Kind of a tough hop for Stokes. Couldn't really charge it. Had to sit back on it and made a strong throw across and a nice dig by McCarthy Tatum at first base.
So that will bring up Augustin Ruiz. Ruiz, 6'2", 215-pounder. Was claimed off by the Mets in December off waivers. Was originally signed by the San Diego Padres. born in Mexico. The first pitch to him is up and in. He put on a power display in batting practice tonight. He was peppering that Redner's Event Center. Left-handed hitter will rip this one into right field. Matthew Kroon has it well played, and he'll make the catch. Running to his left for out number 2 here in the second.
That was a quickly sinking line drive off the bat of Ruiz, but Kroon had a good read, stayed back at first, and kind of tracked it in like a defensive back, tracking a throw over the middle of the field to make a nice catch.
Talked with the manager, Al Padrique, in our pregame show tonight about Matthew Kroon, and he's crowing about his athleticism and how hard he works at all aspects of his game. As Joe Swazi stands in and takes one for a called strike. Kroon, a natural outfielder, but they were using him a lot at third base and trying to get him to get another position under his belt, improve his versatility in a minor league system. He did a pretty good job as a third baseman, but you can tell he's much more comfortable playing in the outfield. Abel quickly jumps ahead of Swazi, no balls and 2 strikes, and Jake, you know what that means. Joe
Means
Swazi
you're going to get a timeout.
He does.
Death, taxes, and timeouts called by batters when they're down on the count 0-2.
So Mick Abel has a little bit of a different stance. Almost looks like he's going from the stretch in his windup. The way he approaches, and then comes with the slider that just misses outside. Now it's 1-2.
Yeah, more of like a modified stretch / windup. He starts looking in the stretch, but has an initial pivot move in. Still keeping a windup.
That one misses the outside. Cody Roberts thought it caught the outside corner.
Clocked at 100.
So the count now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swazi's very active in that batter's box. Feet are moving, bat is moving. And the pitch is outside again with the fastball, so he misses on 2 straight fastballs just outside. Now the count is full. Swazi at 273 on the season, fouls this one out of play.
Got 2 outs in the inning. Last thing you want to do is lose him here. See if Abel can hit a spot. Let's see what pitch he goes to.
Up and in, spins him off the plate. Swazi dropped the bat. I don't know if it hit him or it was ball 4, but he's on base one way or the other.
You have to see a replay. Looks like from up here it hit him in the hand. Hopefully nothing too bad. 97 up and in is certainly can be a lot, but once again, let's see how Abel responds. Was up in the count 0-2, and Swazi did a nice job working back to get himself a walk.
I assume that because Tyler Whitty pointed at first base that it did hit him. Doesn't one way or another. He's on base now for Matt O'Neill, and O'Neill swings and fouls the first pitch straight back. O'Neill at 197 on the season. One of 3 catchers now on the Binghamton roster. Hayden Senger caught the first 2 games. O'Neill played earlier in the series as a DH. 0-1 pitch to him. Curveball is a bit high, and it's now 1-1. Swazi has not stolen a base as of yet since his time with Binghamton. Now, Mick Abel will call a timeout, or was it O'Neill who called the timeout? One pitch at the letters for a called strike 2, and he's ahead of Matt O'Neill now at 1-2.
See if he can get that put away pitch here. As we saw, he got up 2 strikes on Swazi as well.
Again, up and in with the pitch. So now it's 2-2. So that 3-2 pitch with Swazi, and lost him by getting too far up and in. So now he's at 2-2 on O'Neill. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Second strikeout for Mick Abel, and that'll end the second for the Ponies, but they do get the solo home run from Jose Peroza, the only hit in the inning, And it's now a 1-0 Binghamton advantage as the Phils will come to the plate in the bottom of the second when we return after this.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 70 years of senior living.
Star City Boxing, located at 4760 Schuylkill Avenue in Reading, is a 501c3 non-profit boxing gym unlike any other. Our goal is not only to help you be fit, but to be the best outlet for our youth and community. We welcome anyone who wants to improve their way of life, be fit, and box competitively or non-competitively. We work with you to reach your goals in and out of the gym. Stop in and meet our stars today. Check us out and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for upcoming events and happenings. And visit our website today at starcityboxing.org for more information on how to join, volunteer with our youth, or support our efforts in the community. Star City Boxing is a proud continued 2023 Our Phil's Fiesta Friday partner.
The Reading Fightin' Phillies are proud to partner with Berks County Mental Health and Disabilities Program. Together, we are
Bottom of the second inning here in Baseball Town, presented by Cornwall Manor. You can create your lifestyle and continue to live life as you want it, but with added peace of mind, knowing health care is available when needed. Cornwall Manor, located in Cornwall, Pennsylvania, just outside the city of Lebanon. As the Phils bat now trailing 1-0 here in the bottom of the second. Matthew Kroon, Ethan Wilson, and Nick Podko due up for the Phils. First pitch to Matthew Kroon is outside for a ball. Al Padrique, the manager for the Phils, coaching at third. Ray Ricker coaching at first. And ball two now to Kroon, who's 5 for 8 in the series, including going 4 for 4 in Tuesday's opening game of the series. Batting average now at a team-high 308 as he stands in. 2-0 pitch, over for a called strike one. This one right back through the middle, and Matthew Kroon with another base hit, a leadoff single here in the second.
Just going to start calling him Matt Consistent Kroon. Just, A, it rolls off the tongue, but B, that's what he is. It's one of the most consistent hitters on this Our Phil's team, and you feel great for him, too. Played only 2 games last year, got hurt, season-ending surgery. He's come back, and I'm sure there's always a bit of anxiety when you come back from a major injury. How's it going to hold up? And not only has it held up, but he has performed at an exceptionally well level.
That'll bring up Ethan Wilson. And Kroon will take off on the pitch. The throw down is in time, and Kroon is gunned down. Good throw by Matt O'Neill, and Matthew Kroon retired on the stolen base. So that quickly, the Phils get a man on and are retired, and he is thrown out stealing as Wilson took the first pitch for a ball.
It's the 8th runner that O'Neill has thrown out this year. Entered tonight 22% in that category.
Wilson slow roller to second. Rowdy Jordan up with it on a couple of hops. He'll get Ethan Wilson. And all of a sudden, there's 2 outs here in the second.
But circling back to Kroon real quick, someone that Al Padrique said that, yes, even though he's not a quote-unquote prospect, he is certainly somebody who's put his name on the map. And I'd be intrigued. We're getting towards mid-season, so I'd be intrigued to see when MLB Pipeline puts out their next set of top 30 for each team. It would not surprise me in the slightest. That one was smoked into the crowd, but would not surprise me in the slightest if Kroon is included on that top 30 list.
Nick Podko, 2 for 9 in the series. Now in an 0-1 count after that foul ball in the seats. This one catches the outside corner. Now he's quickly behind, no balls and 2 strikes. So a rare offer for Podko last night. Still hitting at 300 on the season. This one lifted into left field. Going back is Swazi, but he'll have plenty of room and make the catch for out number 3 as the Phils end up going in order in the second. They did have a hit, But no one left. 2 complete in baseball town. It remains Binghamton 1, Reading nothing.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 70 years of senior living.
The Fightin Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Every time you grab an ice-cold 20-ounce Pepsi, you'll find a Pepsi emoji on the side of the bottle. So while the Pepsi delivers this, the Pepsi emoji delivers this. Ooh. So go ahead, crack open a Pepsi and tell the world how you feel and what you love with Pepsi emojis. Say it with Pepsi.
Established in 1928, the Manor Golf Club is one of the oldest public golf courses in eastern Pennsylvania, located conveniently between Philadelphia, Lancaster, and Allentown in Sinking Spring. The Manor Golf Club offers a true test of golf on a traditional championship-style golf course where shot making takes precedence over length. Visit themanorgolfclub.com for more information. As the Ponies come to the plate here in the top of the third inning, it'll be 9-1 and 2 due up for Binghamton, who is managed now by Mariano Duncan, and Reed Brignac is their manager. He is out for the week, and so Mariano Duncan, the former Philadelphia Philly, among other teams he played for in a long and productive Major League career, is the bench coach for the Ponies, and he's coaching at third. Jeremy Colonia is at first base, as Wyatt Young takes called strike 1 and called strike 2 now at the plate. Young has been pesky in this series, 3 for 9 in total, has scored 3 runs as well. 0-2 pitch to him, swing and a foul tip to keep himself alive. McCarthy Tatum having some glove issues, and now he's being rescued by Ray Ricker as he brings a glove out to him at first base. Not sure if he may have torn the leather, the string in that glove, and maybe Coach Ricker was doing some work on it. This one is inside to Young, and now it's 1-2.
Yeah, before the inning started, the young plate umpire called time. Ricker brought out another glove, so I wonder if the string tore maybe between innings. Ricker went, fixed it, and then brought it back out and swapped gloves with McCarthy Tatum.
So 1-2 to the 9-hole hitter Wyatt Young. He goes up and chases a high fastball and fouls it straight back. Young's a home run away from a cycle in this series. He got his 3 hits. He's got a single, a double, and a triple. The triple was a RBI triple of Jose Alvarado during his rehab stint here in Reading on Tuesday night, who he actually took the loss in that game. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Misses inside. Now it's 2-2. Abel, the Phil's first-round draft pick in 2020 out of Jesuit High School in Oregon, number 15 overall pick. Swing and a miss, and that'll be strikeout number 3 as he gets Young swinging feebly at the breaking ball.
Now we begin the second turn through the lineup. We'll see how Abel adjusts to it. We'll see how he approaches the second time through. Really intrigued to see how he does go about that.
Rudick swung at the first pitch in this game. The leadoff hitter popped it up in the infield to Madison Stokes. He's hit in 8 straight as he stands in. And he takes the first pitch for a ball. Rudick just 5'6", 170 pounds. Originally from San Diego, played at San Diego State. This one's now outside. It's 2-0. He was a 13th round draft pick of the Mets in 2021. Played the majority of last season at High A Brooklyn. Did get a late call up to Syracuse at the AAA level. Played 5 games at AAA. But he's been highly productive this season, among the league leaders in hits, 319. Actually leads Binghamton in RBIs with 28. 3-0 in this count right now. And that's at the letters for a called strike. Rudick didn't think so, so now it's 3-1. Again, pops it up, but this will drift out of play. And almost hit Bucky the Beaver in the head. He's got a concert to play tomorrow night in the mascot band. That came very close. He was not paying attention to the game. He was entertaining some fans, and it came very close.
Almost came right down on him.
He almost took out Bucky. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Rudick. Up high, ball 4. Second walk surrendered by Abel. He's also hit a batter. 1 out here in the 3rd and a man on first base.
Well, last time, top of the Binghamton order, got a guy on base. They're able to erase him with a strike him out, throw him out, double play. Let's see how Abel can, I don't know, to drum up some sort of a ground ball here.
Jordan was the man who walked, or the first walk surrendered by Abel back in the 1st inning. He was retired by Cody Roberts trying to steal. Good size lead for Rudick. And the pitch, the breaking ball is inside for a ball. Rudick 11 steals in 12 attempts so far on the year. First base Jeremy Colonia comes over, says something to him before he takes his lead. Jordan fouls this one straight back and over our heads. Unlike Bucky, we were paying attention, had our eyes on it all the way.
Had one last night that
was smoking.
Right off the top of the window, inches from entering our booth.
So the count now 1 ball and 1 strike to Rowdy Jordan. Big swing comes up empty as he chases the fastball high, and now it's 1-2. There's a lesson to be learned there for Abel. I think if my memory is correct, Rowdy Jordan chased a fastball up high last night as well. See if Abel goes back up there. A 1-2 pitch. He does, but it's a little bit too far outside. Jordan lays off.
Not a bad idea, went a bit up and away. See if Abel maybe tries and works the slider off of that, start in that same spot and get it to break back.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, Rudick takes a good but not a great lead off of first. And Jordan takes one outside. Now it's 3-2. Did look like he came with the slider there. He missed it outside. Again, a very dangerous hitter in the on-deck circle in Luke Ritter. The man on first and 1 out here in the 3rd. This one pops straight up. Roberts has the mask off. He's back towards the dugout and makes the catch. Nice adjustment by Cody Roberts, finding his place and catching the ball in foul territory for out number 2.
Great play by Roberts. I know one guy that's smiling right now, super proud, is Ray Ricker in the dugout, former college catcher himself, and he works tirelessly with all 3 catchers, Roberts, McDowell, and Iser, every day on every fundamental in the book. So when you make a fundamentally sound play on a pop fly in foul territory like that, sure, it's going to make Coach a little happy.
So here comes Ritter, who struck out to end the 1st on a strikeout throw-out double play. Again, Rudick the lead at first. Ritter swings at the first pitch and beats it foul. And I was watching Coach Ricker and Cody Roberts before tonight's game. He had the pitching machine on him, and he was putting the pitches in there, and they were working on whether or not it was a runner or just a catch, and working on Cody Roberts' fundamentals in the throwing motion. And it worked perfectly in the 1st inning because he gunned down Rowdy Jordan and ended the inning on a strikeout throwout, caught stealing. It's 1 ball and 1 strike now to Luke Ritter. That one's at the letters again for a called strike. Now he's ahead of Ritter, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that'll do it as Mick Abel records strikeout number 4 to finish the third for the Ponies in inning number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. To the bottom of the third when we come back to America's Classic Ballpark. It remains Binghamton 1, Reading nothing.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
Humane Pennsylvania is an innovative national leader in animal welfare with adoption centers, accredited nonprofit veterinarian hospitals, emergency animal rescue services, community pet assistance programs, and a free community dog park. At HPA, we are passionate about going the extra base to keep your pets healthy and happy at home with you. With a variety of services and different ways and times to access them and variable pricing, Humane Pennsylvania is here to provide your pets with exceptional care, how, when, and where they need it. Visit humanepa.org for more information.
The Enersys Power Alley Pub features a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet, private bar with bartender, 2 rows of seats, bar stool seating, and 4 cafe tables. The pub provides your party a private area to enjoy the ball game away from other fans. The Enersys Power Alley Pub may accommodate groups of 40 to 60 people. Enjoy socializing with your group and watch the game with a unique vantage point.
To the bottom of the third we head. It's presented to you by Swartz Culleton PC. If you've been injured at work, get justice. Call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Reading trails Binghamton 1-0, and McCarthy Tatum will lead it off for Los Luchadores. The Fightin' Phils playing as Los Luchadores on a Fiesta Friday here at FirstEnergy Stadium, and McCarthy Tatum swings at the first pitch, comes up empty. Tatum playing in his first game in this series, hitting at .250 on the season. Squirts one on the right side. Going to be a long run for Rowdy Jordan. He gets leather on it, but that's as much as he'll be able to do as McCarthy Tatum gets a leadoff base hit for the Phils here in the third.
Will be a base hit for Tatum. And look, just right place, right time. There's been a lot of balls hit in that kind of both sides of the middle infield, shortstop and second. A lot of balls hit in that quote-unquote no man's land that have just squirted under gloves, trickled off of gloves, like that one from Jordan. But you'll take it. We were talking at the break, like Moreno's a guy they can get. I mean, we know this offense can get to any pitcher, but Moreno especially of the volume of hits and walks that he allows.
Cody Roberts now stands in. First pitch up and in. Phils had a leadoff base hit last inning, but Matthew Kroon was gunned down trying to steal. Roberts, 1 ball and no strikes as he stands in with a .175 batting average. Couple of home runs, 7 RBIs on the year. This one a called strike 1. Roberts spent most of his career in the Baltimore Orioles organization, drafted by the Orioles in 2018. Major League Rule 5 free agent, signed with the Phils in the offseason. 1-1 pitch is way up high, and it's now 2 balls and a strike. Thought he'd be celebrating a birthday next Friday night. Remember that, Jake. Write that down.
I already have the tweet with the graphics scheduled to
go.
go out.
You are so good. You're a week ahead.
Griff was yesterday, turned 24. Cody is coming up on the
Friday.
16th. He'll be 27. And Ray Ricker celebrating a birthday on the 17th. Won't say his age, but I told him the other day he looks very good. So take that as you may.
3-1. Tatum takes off. The throw down is no call by the home plate umpire.
Ball 4. Okay.
I was wondering why the umpire, Austin Snow, didn't make a call and turned back and looked at the home plate umpire Tyler Whitty, and that's why it was ball 4 to Cody Roberts. And I think the Binghamton dugout, Marion Duncan, is asking the same question.
There's no question asked. If it's ball
Right.
4, it's ball 4.
Right.
But for a second, I thought Austin Snow was asking, was he out or safe? And I'm like, Tyler Whitty's 120 feet away. I don't think he's going to be able to give you much help there. And if he did, I don't think Al Padrique would have been very happy.
So now there's 2 on and nobody out at the top of the order. And Madison Stokes stands at the plate. Stokes struck out to start this game for the Fight. And the first pitch to him is over for a called strike 1. Stokes with 13 RBIs on the season. Trying to get the Phils even here. Down 1-0 here in the bottom of the 3rd. McCarthy Tatum at second. Cody Roberts at first. That one's way up high. They're playing off Cody Roberts at first, and that gives him a really good lead.
I mean, the first baseman.
He's pretty athletic. And if Stokes can find one in the gap, I think Cody Roberts can score with as big of a lead as he's got. Swing and a miss right now. Stokes is looking for some contact. Struck out the first time. Now he's down behind in the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, on your point, Ritter's probably 25 feet off the first base bag. Bit unconventional, but that's what they're rolling with.
Stokes chokes up now with 2 strikes. Moreno's pitch. Beats it foul and out of play. And doubleheader tomorrow here at FirstEnergy Stadium. Game that was postponed on Wednesday nights because of the air quality issues will now be made up as part of a doubleheader tomorrow night. 5:15 first pitch. Griff McGarry will get the start for the Phils in Game 1. David Parkinson in Game 2. And we'll wrap up the series on Sunday at 5:15. This one's in the dirt. And now Madison Stokes finds himself in a 2 ball and 2 strike count. Phils will be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles tomorrow night. Jake Starr had some of the modeling those uniforms before tonight's game.
Oliver Dunn did a fantastic job modeling the Ninja Turtle jersey today.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Stokes. Beats this one, a big hop to third. Barroso going to run and beat Tatum to third base for the force out. Tried to get a little bit greedy with the double play throw. Nice play by Ritter to dig it out. So ultimately, Stokes is safe at first. Tatum retired on the fielder's choice, 1 down here in the 3rd.
Yeah, a bit of a gutsy decision by Perosa, taking that long run in the bag. Does outrun Tatum, so gets the lead runner, does take a risk throwing at the first, and Ritter does a nice job coming off the bag, fielding it on a short hop, and preventing the Phils from any more damage.
So now it's first and second with 1 out, and Carlos De La Cruz will bat. De La Cruz singled his first time up. Line drive into right field for the base hit. He kept his hitting streak and on-base streak alive. Now looking to regain the RBI lead as he stands in. Again, as we talked about in that first inning, 3-way tie atop that stat column for the Phils at 28. De La Cruz, Dunn, and Ethan Wilson. And De La Cruz fouls this one out of play. It's now 1 ball and 1 strike to Carlos. Ponies won Game 1 on Tuesday by a 10-8 decision. And again, the same score last night in Game 2 at 10-8. Swing, no contact for De La Cruz, who's behind now, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
That was a fastball in on the hands that kind of buckled him a little bit. Wasn't able to really get the barrel out in front of it. Kind of had to just keep the hands tight and have an awkward swing around it.
Moreno takes a look back at second, comes. De La Cruz beats it foul. Al Padrique tried for the one-handed stop, couldn't make it.
That was a routine play too. Off the hand, that's a play you got to make, Coach.
I might have to have a conversation with him about that tomorrow. A former infielder for many years, played in the Mets organization, played for the Pirates, played for the Tigers. This one ripped hard and into left field for a base hit. Roberts is going to get waved around. The throw is cut off, and we're tied at 1. A rocket off the bat of Carlos De La Cruz for the RBI.
And for the first time this year, if you look in right field, the train sign is lit, and there is smoke coming out of it. Train sign, which was a part of the renovations. Was not here for the first 4.5 series of the year, but it's finally back. But on that play, Roberts kind of stumbled around third. Pedrique sent him all the way. That's just scouting report. That's knowing that Swazi doesn't have the best arm in the world, because he got to it before Roberts got to third, which traditionally you hold the runner. But that's just a good job by your third base coach, knowing the arm of the left fielder and sending Roberts home, and he scores easily.
So that will bring up Johan Rojas again, now first and second and one out. We're tied at 1. Johan with a fly out to center field his first time up. Yeah, the throw from Swazi wasn't cut off by the middle of the infield by the first baseman or third baseman, as you might expect. It was cut off by the shortstop. I mean, it wasn't even a throw home. It was a throw back into the infield. So clearly Al Pedrique and the Phils coaching staff knew exactly what kind of arm Swazi had in the outfield. As Rojas takes one for a called strike. Swazi had played at first base last night. Stokes the runner at second. De La Cruz the runner at first. Johan Rojas the hitter, and a 1-1 count. This one, another high hopper. Perosa is going to make the long throw this time. He'll get Rojas. Both runners will move up to second and third.
It's basically kind of like a bunt. Rojas put it in a good spot. Tough play for Perosa on that time. He had to leap for it, hugging the line. So he figured I'll just make not say the easy play, but the long throw across for the more safe out. But moves the runners. De La Cruz second, Stokes third. So same thing here, kind of pass ball, wild pitch, scores a run where it wouldn't have if Perosa made the play at third.
So here's Oliver Dunn. 2 on now and 2 out. Swings at the first pitch, it beats it foul and out of play. Dunn struck out to finish the first inning for the Phils, who have tied it here in the third. Run on the home run for Binghamton in the second off the bat of Jose Perosa. The RBI single here from Carlos De La Cruz, and now Dunn trying to give the Phils the first lead. Fouls one and got a piece of the catcher, Matt O'Neill.
I think it got his right foot, or maybe more the right shin area, as he adjusts that shin guard. Home plate umpire Tyler Whitty asked if he's okay, and then gave him a couple of extra seconds.
So Dunn now behind in the count, no balls and 2 strikes. This one's up high, he doesn't chase. Dunn 5 home runs on the season, 28 RBIs. And the breaking ball's in the dirt. So it's now 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and Moreno gets out of further damage in the third for the Phils. 1 run, they do it on 2 hits, they leave 2. 3 complete in baseball town. It's now Binghamton 1, Reading 1.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
Are you looking for a reliable food distributor to meet all your culinary needs? Look no further than our trusted team at Feaser's Food Distributors. For over 120 years, our products have been sourced from the best farms and suppliers, ensuring that you get the best ingredients for your restaurant or organization. From fresh produce to premium meats, Feaser's supplies everything but the appetite. Visit Feasers.com today to experience the difference in working with a top-tier, family-owned food distributor. Feaser's, your partner for success in the kitchen. Looking for a fast and hassle-free way to get your snacks and non-perishable groceries? Look no further than FeasersDirect.com. With just a few clicks, discover the convenience of having your culinary essentials ready for a pickup at our headquarters in Harrisburg.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are pleased to present you with their classic game program, all electronically. This program has information on the coaching staff, player roster, and front office staff. It also includes feature stories and alumni reports on all of your favorite guys who spent time in Baseball Town. Visit rphils.com/programs to check it out.
We head to the top half of the fourth inning. Reading Fightin' Phil's Binghamton Rumble Ponies tied at 1 apiece. Take over play-by-play, my broadcast partner, Jake Stone.
Thank you very much, Bob. We are all evened up at 1. Top half of the fourth inning as Jose Peroza steps in as the middle third of the Rumble Pony order is slated to the plate this frame against McAble. Back out for inning number 4 of work. First pitch home is just below the knees with an off-speed pitch for a ball 1-0. Peroza has been the lone damage against Abel tonight. Solo home run back in the second. 1-0 is up and in tight. Peroza, the righty, has to lean out of the way of it. Counts 2-0. Peroza, who drilled a home run to straightaway center field. His first time up. Into the Redners Event Center. Here's the 2-0. That one slapped foul off the end of the bat to the right side. Peroza, who has been named Eastern League Player of the Week once this year, back on the week of May 8th to the 14th. Just like Ethan Wilson's award, it came against Hartford. Hit .407, 3 home runs, and 12 RBI that week. The 2-1 is fouled back 2-2.
That could be an interesting stat for you to check as this season progresses.
Same team back-to-back weeks.
How many times that who has been the culprit of the Eastern League Player of the Week the most often? Which team?
That Hartford series. First week of May, Reading won 4 of 6 against the Yard Goats. 2-2 the pitch. Abel from the windup fires home. Hit in the air towards center. It'll stay in the ballpark as Rojas tracks back into his left. Holtkamp under it and squeeze it for out number 1. That'll bring Brandon McElwain to the plate. You're in the top half of the fourth. Reading, as we said, won 4 of 6 against Hartford that week. Could argue should have been 5 of 6. Hunter Goodman in the middle of the week with Reading up 1 in the 9th inning. Had a 2-run home run off Max Coons to walk it off. So still was a great week for Reading, but could have been even better. Abel deals the first pitch home, and it's slapped foul to the right side, 0-1.
My memory is correct. That's the only series that Reading has won this year outright. That only 4 games to 2 series win. We've had a couple split series. I'm pretty sure that's the only series they have outright won 4 games to 2.
Here's the pitch. That is a breaking pitch upstairs for a ball 1-1. 1 series win and a pair of splits for the Fightin' Phils. Both splits came recently, back-to-back weeks actually, Somerset and then Harrisburg. 1-1. Down low for a ball, 2-1.
Something we talked about with Al Badrique in the pregame show tonight, that you've lost the first 2 games of the series, but this is still a series you can win. Obviously, you got to win them all now in order to do that, but that's the goal. You got to win the series, and hopefully, especially the home ones.
2-1. That one is nub foul off the netting behind home plate. Counts 2-2. McElwain 0 for 1 tonight. Grounded to short his first time up. Local kid from Newtown, Pennsylvania, steps out and calls time. Kreider stepping back into the right-handed batter's box. And then Tyler Whitty will wave his fingers like a home run to tell the pitch clock to start rolling. 2-2 from Abel. That one is a cue shot foul to the right side. Count stays even at 2.
Hope they have a hefty supply of baseball. They've got a lot of foul balls to hit this first 3.5 innings.
Late night baseball means lots of baseballs being used. 2-2. Swing and a miss on a breaking pitch down in the dirt. And McElwain is down on strikes. 5th punch out tonight for McAble. And that'll bring Augustin Ruiz up to the plate.
That's a great pitch by Abel. And again, as he continues to develop and progress, McAble is just going to get better and better with the use of his stuff. There's no question about his overall ability and stuff. Excellent fastball, very good slider, good curve, a developing changeup.
So Ruiz will step in as Abel seeks his second 1-2-3 inning of the night. Deals, line drive, it's foul. It's down the right field line, but just to the right of the white chalk. Count goes 0-1 to Ruiz. It's a 1-1 ball game in the top half of the 4th inning. Ruiz, who's 0 for 1 tonight. A fly out the right, back in the second. Abel fires. And Ruiz tried to check his swing. They'll appeal to third where Austin Snow will say he went. And the count goes to 0-2, and Abel 1 pitch away from getting out of this fourth. Bases remain empty. Abel 5 strikeouts already tonight. The righty deals the 0-2. Hit in the air off the end of the bat towards left center. In comes Rojas, the center fielder's there, and Hull corral it to retire the side. No runs, no hits. Nobody left on base for the Rumble Ponies. We'll move to the bottom of the fourth, 1-1 on the Phillies Radio Network.
The Louisiana Swamplands. Out here, you're either lunch or you're enjoying it. Make sure you end up on top with the all-powerful lineup of Kia SUVs, like the Telluride, Sportage, and Sorrento, equipped with available all-wheel drive, higher ground clearance, and the interior capacity to bring everything you need, so you'll always remain more than a gator's length ahead. Visit your local Kia dealer today to find your next adventure in our ever-capable lineup of SUVs. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely.
When the Reading Fightin' Phils get hungry, we turn to our team feed partners. Special thanks to Chick-fil-A, Pizza Como USA, Railroad House, Why Missing Restaurant and Bakery, Jersey Mike's Subs, Mimo's Italian Restaurant and Bakery, Subway, and Clean Eats for making sure the Fightin' Phils front office is never hungry on game day. Our staff enjoys delicious meals from our team feed partners. Don't take our word for it. Find out for yourself today.
The award-winning Reading Hospital Tower Health Pool Party provides an unforgettable night out with family and friends. Enjoy a baseball game while swimming in the 87-degree heated pool directly behind the right field home run wall. Plus 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat buffet.
Bottom of the fourth inning, it's a 1-1 ball game. Fightin' Phil set the cut of the plate. Matthew Kroon will be the leadoff man. 5'6", due up against Luis Moreno. Moreno, the native of the Dominican Republic, was signed as international free agent in 2019. Signed at 20 years old, which is pretty late when it comes to the international free agent pool. You see a lot of guys signed 16, 17 years old. He deals the first pitch to Kroon, down below the knees for a ball, 1-0. Kroon did single his last time up, but he was caught stealing at second base. As Ethan Wilson awaits on deck. 1-0. Kroon, big swing and a miss on a fastball, 1-1. Moreno will feature that fastball, sits between 92 and 94. Also throw a slider, curveball, and changeup off of it. As the righty deals. Kroon takes outside of that slider. Count goes to 2-1. Kroon's reached base in his last 3, hits in his last 2. Overall, 313 hitter. Here's the pitch. It's slapped foul to the right side, 2-2.
We're talking about the players from the Latin American countries, many of whom are signed as teenagers, including the guy coaching at third base, Al Padrique, was signed from Venezuela at 17 years of age.
Here's the pitch. Kroon drills it foul towards Padrique.
How about the San Diego Padres catcher Ethan Salas, 16 years old and made his single-A debut this past week. That's amazing.
And you don't see that usually. A lot of guys that sign that young will spend a couple of years in the Dominican Summer League before even making their way over stateside to whether it's the Florida or Arizona complex. 2-2. Kroon drills it. Left center. Leaping is the shortstop Young. And it hits off his glove and it drops into left center field for a base hit. Going to be a hit for Matthew Kroon, his second tonight. And that'll bring Ethan Wilson up. But no, you see a lot of guys will play Dominican Summer League, then to the complex, and then 19, maybe 20 years old, they'll find themselves in single A. But Salas, 16 years old, already making his way in. And he's playing well, too, within the Padres organization. So a lot of excitement there. As Ethan Wilson steps in with Matthew Kroon on first. Same situation that Wilson saw himself in last time up. First pitch, Wilson takes upstairs for a ball, 1-0. Johan Rojas, another one of those guys that was signed as an international free agent by the Phillies and has made his way through the Phillies organization. Started playing in 2018 for the Phillies. 1-0. Wilson back towards the middle. Played perfectly low by the shortstop Young. He'll tag second, throw to first in time. And it's a 6-3 double play. Kroon's a race, and that'll bring Nick Podkol to the plate. And Bob, just perfect played by Young. It was right up the middle, and he was right there.
Yeah, obviously they've banned the shift, but the second baseman and shortstops will play as much and as close to behind the bag as they can. They have to be on their respective side of the base, but they can be pretty much up the middle, and obviously with a step or two when the ball's hit, they are up the middle, and Ethan Wilson hit it up the middle, but that's exactly where Wyatt Young was. Turns into an easy double play. Double plays cost the Phils a couple of innings in last night's game. They just can't seem to quite get something going here, with the exception of last inning so far against Moreno.
First pitch to Podkol was a ball. Second pitch is skied in the air towards shallow right center. Jordan, the second baseman, backs up. Rifling in as Rudick, the center fielder. He'll make the catch. And that will retire the side in the fourth. So thanks to double play, our Phils go 3 up and 3 down. No runs on a hit. Nobody left on base. The fifth we go. Still 1-1 ball game on the Our Phils Radio Network.
Join us as we celebrate Reading's Spanish and Latino culture during 12 Friday home games this season. The Savage 61 Fiesta Fridays, presented by Tito's Handmade Vodka, High Noon Sun Sips, Catay Law Offices, Suburban Brewing Company, Carl's Cards and Collectibles, Humane Pennsylvania, Star City Boxing, Apis Services, Supportive Concepts, and Affordable Home Care. Fiesta Friday features special Los Luchadores de Reading uniforms, Hispanic and Latino food and music, and other culture elements throughout the ballpark. Get your tickets now by calling 610-370-BALL, online at ourphils.com or at the Customers Bank ticket office. To honor the 275th anniversary of Reading, the Our Phils will play as the Reading Keystones on all Thursdays and select Tuesdays in 2023. Tuesdays are brought to you by Coatesville VA Medical Center. Join us for 11 Keystone Throwback Thursdays thanks to Burke's Career and Technology Center, H&F Heating and Cooling, and Rip It Baseball Town Charities batting cages. Come celebrate the 275th anniversary of Reading and enjoy some great baseball on Throwback Thursdays in 2023. Get your tickets now by calling 610-370-BALL, online at ourphils.com or at the Customers Bank ticket office.
Top of the fifth inning, our score is still 1 apiece as Phillies number 2 ranked prospect Mick Abel returns the mound for inning number 5 of work. We'll get Joe Swazi, 7, 8, 9 of the Rumble Ponies lineup before it will carousel back around to the top.
Very good, Jake. Well done.
Abel hits Swazi his first time up, deals the first pitch a bit up and away to the righty, 1-0. Swazi began the year at High A Brooklyn out on Coney Island, 1-0. Fastball on the outside corner for a called strike, 1-1. Abel up to 70 pitches now tonight. Here in inning number 5 of work. Season high is 98. Next pitch is down low and skips past the catcher Roberts, 2-1. Threw 98 last week in 6 innings of work at New Hampshire. So assuming this inning doesn't draw on too long, probably a good chance you see Abel for the 6. Obviously still a lot of baseball to go. 2-1 is up and in with that slider for a ball, 3-1.
Worth noting in Philadelphia, Jose Alvarado worked himself into a jam and worked out of it in the top half of the 8th inning in the matchup against the Dodgers. Of course, he was here on Tuesday night.
That pitch is up tight again, so Swazi works a walk this time. Was hit by a pitch his first time up. It's the 3rd walk issued by Abel tonight. And that'll bring Matt O'Neill to the plate for Binghamton. Alvarado, of course, who was here on rehab Tuesday night. Pitched an inning, gave up a couple of runs, also suffered the loss for the game in the Our Phils. But, you know, from the Phillies' perspective, I know they're not really focused on the results. Just, did he get in, out, and feel good? Here's the pitch. That one's driven in the air well towards left center. Rojas races back. Ball dies, and Rojas is there to make the catch for out number 1, and that'll bring Wyatt Young to the plate.
Yeah, the winds are kind of swirling around a little bit. They were blowing in a little while ago. Certainly didn't affect the ball off the bat of Perosa. He killed that thing into center field, but there's been a couple of balls that looked off the bat as if they might be a little bit more of a challenge and have kind of turned into routine fly balls.
Young's 0 for 1 tonight. Struck out swinging his first time up. One of 5 strikeouts Abel has tonight. The righty hurls the first one home. His line foul back off the netting behind home plate, 0-1. Wyatt Young, a native of Honolulu, Hawaii, was a 15th round pick back in 2021 after spending some time at Pepperdine. Here's the pitch. Down low for a ball, counts 1-1. Spent 3 years at Pepperdine, was named to the all-freshman team of the West Coast Conference his rookie year of college in 2019.
Pepperdine is on Malibu Beach. So he went from Honolulu to Malibu Beach. Now he's in Binghamton, New York.
1-1, runner goes. Pitch is grounded towards third. Pockle had a plate in on the grass. He gloves and throws the first in time. So 5-3 the put-out goes. Swazi up to second on what was presumably a hit and run. And that'll bring Matt Rudick to the plate with 2 gone in the inning.
Yeah, Young trying to slap it the other way with the runner moving, but Podkul was in the perfect position, and it turned into a one-hopper right at the third baseman. So it does, in essence, work as a bunt, but that's not the idea that Binghamton was trying to make happen.
Non-visit here between Roberts and Abel. This is the first time tonight that a runner has made it past first base, minus the home run. So a runner has stood on second base. So probably just a conversation to go over the signs between McAbel and Cody Roberts.
Yeah, most teams change their signs with a runner on second base.
Abel's first pitch to Rudick. That's in tight for a ball, 1-0. Gets away from Roberts, but Swazi won't do more than take a few steps off the bag.
Yeah, Swazi was kind of in no man's land. He thought about taking off, but then he wasn't quite sure how far away from Cody Roberts the baseball had drifted. And so he ended up putting on the brakes and no advance.
Obviously, the more complicated set of signs. Obviously, with PitchCom now, some teams don't utilize the catchers dropping the signals anymore. Counts 1-0 as Abel set at the letters and deals. Swinging a miss on a fastball up and in 1-1, but a lot of teams still do. It's mostly sequence-based. Catcher will drop 3, 4, 5, 6 different numbers, and whether it be you chase a number, whatever chases 3, for example, is the sign, or it's the number of signs that you drop. There's a lot of different methods that catchers and pitchers will use. The 1-1 misses with the fastball outside, 2-1 of the lefty. Last summer, I was an intern on the Cape Cod Baseball League, and with my host family, I lived with a catcher who played for Kent State the last 4 years, and he explained to me all the different ways that they would sequence with runners on second base. 2-1 pitch. Right down the chute with a fastball for a called strike, 2-2. And Abel 1 strike away from exiting this inning unscathed.
I'm not sure with what Rudick may have been looking for in that spot. It was a 2-1 pitch, and it was a fastball. It looked like Rudick was anticipating something off speed. Didn't get it.
Rudick calls time. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on second base is Swazi. He reached via a leadoff walk. 1-1 ball game, top half of the 5th inning. McAbel comes set at the letters. Fires the 2-2. That's a jam shot foul to left side. Count will stay even. Rudick, who had an excellent month of May for Binghamton, at .322, a .459 on base percentage, and an OPS north of 1,000. The former San Diego State Aztec. 2 balls and 2 strikes to him. Abel set. Deals another. That's a curveball that breaks down towards the foot of the lefty, so the count goes to 3-2. 15 minutes shy of 10 o'clock. This game started at 8:30 here in Reading after an hour and 34-minute rain delay. Counts full, the pitch. That's another jam shot foul to the left side. We'll do it again full.
Rudick doing a good job just wasting some pitches here, making McAbel work that much harder now at 82 pitches.
There is some stirring in the Phillies bullpen. Nobody up and throwing yet.
Christian Hernandez, the first one to take the warm-ups off. It looks like he's going to be the first one to at least start to get loose.
Here's the pitch. Curveball, drilled towards second. Gobbled up by Oliver Dunn. He'll feed a throw to first. Bit low, but Tatum's able to get to it, and that will retire the side in the 5th. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left for the Rumble Ponies. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. We're halfway home in baseball town. Still 1-1 on the Art Phillies Radio Network.
For top flight local jobs, go with who you know. JP Mascaro & Sons are a leading waste removal company. To meet today's employment and service demands, Mascaro is upgrading its already highly competitive employee wage and benefit package for drivers, collection crew helpers, and other positions. Call 888-MASCARO, M-A-S-C-A-R-O, for details. Work for an established local family business committed to its employees. Again, call 888-MASCARO today or apply online at www.jpmascaro.com.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 70 years of senior living.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin Phils, 2 great hometown partners.
Surpassed the halfway point here in Reading. Bottom of the 5th inning, still a 1-1 game. Both pitchers cruising so far. Abel's just allowed a hit. It was a solo home run to Perosa back in the 2nd. And Reading's offense has garnered 5, but a couple of caught stealings and double plays have erased any potential threats. McCarthy Tatum leads off against Luis Moreno. 8-9-1 due up. The first pitch is upstairs for a fastball 1-0.
I think it's worth noting, Jake, when Perosa hit that home run, you said, and rightfully so, to see how Mick Abel responds to that adversity. He's responded very well. He's given up a couple walks and hit a batter since that point, but obviously has not given up another hit, and he's maintained his control and his composure on the mound, and he's worked his way through 5 complete innings now.
1-0 to Tatum was a strike. Here's the 1-1. He waves and misses. 1-2, and now Christian Hernandez is throwing. Not warming up as in pitching, just throwing with whoever's catching down there in the bullpen. Here's the pitch. That's a slap shot towards short. Scooped up by the shortstop Young. I'll throw to first in time for out number 1, and that'll bring Cody Roberts to the plate.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see. As we mentioned, Abel was at 83 pitches as he finished up that 5th inning, whether they'll let him go out there and try and get at least started in the 6th, and if it's a quick inning, maybe to get through the 6th, and that way Hernandez is loose and ready to go in the event of he gets himself into any trouble in the 6th.
First pitch to Cody Roberts is down low for a ball. And right now, Hernandez is more just throwing to stay loose. Right. He's not pitching yet, and there's 1 out of the inning. So you'd have to think if he was coming in, he would be pitching in terms of warming up. 1-0 pitch. Roberts hits it in the air. High pop towards right, not deep. Ruiz will take a couple of steps in, and the right fielder camps under it and secures it for out number 2. That'll bring Madison Stokes to the plate. 3rd time up for the leadoff man, Stokes. 0 for 2 tonight, a strikeout and a ground out to a fielder's choice. It's a 1-1 ball game in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Fightin Phil still searching for their first win of this week's series. First pitch to Stokes is up above the belt for a ball 1-0. 1-0. Stokes hits it in the air out towards right. It's drifting in the foul territory. Ritter, the first baseman, gives chase, and it'll land just on top of the tarp foul down the right field line. It's 1-1. A tarp that was used tonight. Field was tarped from probably about 6:30 until 8 tonight, as there was some heavy rain that ran through the area. And it's an area that did desperately need rain.
That it does. Wouldn't know it by looking at this field, but you would know it by looking at anybody's grass.
Stokes cues one foul off the netting. Count goes to 1-2. Stokes 2 for 11 so far in the series, 269 overall in the season so far. He's been a mainstay at the top of this lineup as of late. Here's the pitch, upstairs for a ball 2-2. Hernandez does continue to throw down in the bullpen, and now he's pitching in terms of warming up, so now we'll see if he gets the 6th inning. See if Abel's day finishes after 5. Pitch. That's down low for a ball. Counts full to Stokes. Stokes, who missed a lot of time last year, about 3 months with a rib injury. So very limited action last year, but he's seen extended playing time this year. 3-2 is fouled back.
And the irony of that is that his playing time has increased in a lot of ways because of injury. He was on the development list. Baron Radcliffe had the injury early on. That opened up a spot for him to right field. And then Pedro Martinez got hurt, and that opened up the spot for him to be the everyday shortstop.
3-2. And Stokes takes it outside for a ball. So he'll reach base via the walk, and that'll bring Carlos De La Cruz to the plate. But look, if Abel's day is done, we'll give him a little reward for how well he pitched tonight, making the pitcher of record. Obviously, that would take Reading scoring a run here in the inning, but no better man to do it than De La Cruz, who's already 2 for 2 tonight.
Give Luis Moreno some credit. He's done a very good job of keeping this Reading team at bay to this point, and that's only the 2nd walk that he has surrendered.
First pitch to Carlos is on the outside corner for a called strike. Moreno gave up 7 runs last time, 2 runs adding before that, then 3, then 4, 2, 5. So he's been roughed up a bunch this year, but he's done a great job tonight against a potent offense. Goes over towards first. Stokes ahead first, dive back in safely. Stokes is 2 for 3 in the stolen base category so far this year. Oh, 1. De La Cruz slaps a foul to the right side, 0-2. De La Cruz on a 15-game hit streak, 24-game on base streak. Longest on base streak for an RFL since Logan O'Hoppe was 21 in a row a season ago. 0-2. Upstairs for a ball, 1-2. De La Cruz, who signed with the Phillies out of Yonkers, New York. Grew up not too far from New York City. 1-2. That's another one that's hit hard but long and out of play, foul on the right side. The count stays 1-2. Stokes leads off first, 2 outs. Bottom 5, it's a 1-1 ball game. Reading looking to break the gridlock. Moreno set at the letters. The 1-2 on the outside corner, called strike 3. De La Cruz disagreed with it. That will retire the side here in the 5th. 4 strikeouts tonight for Moreno. No runs for Reading, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. We'll go to the 6th, and Christian Hernandez will enter. We'll have more on him on the other side. 1-1 ball game on the RFL Radio Network.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 70 years of senior living.
Our Phils fans can continue to expect great performances all season long on the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage. It's the home of great local talent, including the Our Phils mascot band. Burke's Commercial Roofing prides itself on being a locally owned and operated company that puts an emphasis on customer service. They provide free on-site estimates and can handle any size repair, restoration, or replacement. Visit BurksCommercialRoofing.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information. And don't forget to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show at the Burks Commercial Roofing stage at America's Classic Ballpark.
To enjoy a perfectly crafted 1893 from the makers of Pepsi Cola, you must first appreciate its carefully selected ingredients. A dash of cola nut extract, a hint of real sugar, a splash of...
Top half of the sixth inning, and as we said before we went to the break, it's Christian Hernandez on the mound for the Fightin' Phils, making his 13th appearance. Hernandez 2-0 with a 2.55 ERA, 20 strikeouts and 7 walks, across 17 2/3 innings pitched. First he gets his Rowdy Jordan, first pitch home. That's fouled straight back, 0-1. Bob, it was a pretty good outing for McAble tonight.
Yeah, when it's all said and done, 83 pitches was the official total, 5 innings, a hit, just the hit, the home run by Perosa. 3 walks, 5 strikeouts. He did hit a batter, but very, very effective, very productive.
0-1. That's at the belt for a called strike, 0-2.
But again, power pitchers are going to give home runs like he did. Power pitchers generally are going to walk some and throw a lot of pitches because of strikeouts and walks, which is what he did. But you can live with the 3 walks.
0-2. Here's the pitch. That one's lined towards left. Step back goes De La Cruz. He'll drop back and make the catch for out number 1. And that's the thing with the Able that you talk about is how do you prevent it from spiraling? Gave up the solo home run, gave up a few walks, had some base runners, didn't really get himself into much trouble. Didn't put himself in many quote-unquote high-stress situations. So
yeah, I truly believe that Mick Abel's biggest enemy right now is Mick Abel. It's just his own insistence on perfection in some ways, his desire to be perfect sometimes.
First pitch to Ritter is fanned on and missed, 0-1.
It's just that Mick can be a little bit hard on himself is basically what we're talking about. And so sometimes he just has to try to understand that he's not always going to be perfect. He's not going to pitch a 2-hit shutout every night.
Hernandez gets the outside corner, 0-2 to Ritter. And the thing, too, is he goes 5 innings, ended on a high note. Why push it when the pitch count's getting higher? And on a high note, let the confidence continue to ensue. And you turn it over to a very good Christian Hernandez. The 0-2 is a slow roller foul, third base side.
And I think one other piece of that puzzle, Jake, is the delay of tonight's game, because he probably was ready to pitch and then had to kind of taper it back down again after an hour and a half rain delay. Then you're back up again. So I think that could have also played into the decision to say, you know what, he's got enough work in for today. Let's take him out.
0-2 the count to Ritter. Here's the pitch. That's a breaking pitch outside for a ball, 1-2. Got to think the hope here is Hernandez can get you 2. He's gone 2 innings, 4 of his last 5 appearances, 6 of his 12 so far this year. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out on a fastball at 95.
I'll tell you what, here's a young man who has really stepped into a huge spot in this pitching rotation is Christian Hernandez. I think back to he came off the development list early on, and his first outing was a disaster. He couldn't get the ball over the plate. He has been really good, and everything they've asked him to do, whether it's spot start or come out of the bullpen, give them an inning and sometimes more innings than that, he's been really, really effective.
Jose Perosa steps in. He is the lone home run tonight. First pitch outside for a ball, 1-0. Hernandez a 2.55 ERA. You take away that first appearance, it's sub-2. Like, that's how good he's been aside from that first appearance. And remember, Hernandez a guy who didn't spend any time at AA before this year. Here's the pitch. Outside for a ball, 2-0.
Well, the thing you remember that you have to think most about and remember the most about, he's 22 years old. I mean, he's still very, very young.
2-0 the count. Hernandez set at the belt. Here's the pitch. Fastball in the outside corner for a called strike, 2-1. And Hernandez first started with the Phillies organization in 2018 in the Dominican Summer League. Didn't pitch in 19. Didn't pitch in 2020 because of COVID. Came back in 21. Next pitch is swung on a miss, 2-2. And then really last year was his first year of real extended action. You know, missed a lot of missed about a month of 21 on the COVID IL as well. So, this is a big year for Hernandez, and he's doing well. 2-2, it's fouled back. Count stays even. And a 1.54 ERA with Jersey Shore. Also spent some time in the Arizona Fall League. So someone who's young, still very raw, and you see the potential in Christian Hernandez. The 2-2, swing and a miss. He struck him out. 2 strikeouts in the inning, and it's 3 up, 3 down for the Rumble Ponies. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Still a 1-1 game. Fightin's coming to bat here on the Phillies Radio Network.
The Reading Fightin' Phillies are proud to partner with Berks County Mental Health and Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and suicide prevention with 3 simple words. Are you okay? The help is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide hurts and affects everyone, but help is here. We will work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-379-2007.
Spend some quality time with the family by taking them out to the ball game every Sunday home game at FirstEnergy Stadium. Sundays are Berks Packing Sunday Family Fun Days, presented by Golden Oaks Golf Club, PA Army National Guard, Culligan Water, Aspen Home Improvements, and Rip It Baseball Town Charities batting cages. Get 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, and 4 sodas for only $56 when purchased in advance. Join us for Berks Packing Sunday Family Fun Days at all Sunday home games all season long at FirstEnergy Stadium.
Looking for the place to have the ultimate family fun at the Fightin' Phil's game? Look no further than Capital Blue Cross Funland. Capital Blue Cross Funland features the most exciting games and entertainment at the ballpark, including speed pitch, mini golf, ring toss and peach basket toss, mascot autograph booth, a bounce house, and the incredible giant inflatable slide. Bring your family to all the fun at their next Phil's game at Capital Blue Cross Funland.
Bottom of the 6th inning, it's a 1-1 ball game. 3-4-5 due up for the Fightin' Phils here in the inning. Johan Rojas will lead things off.
Mr. June has done it again, Jake. Kyle Schwarber with a walk-off home run at Citizens Bank Park in the bottom of the 9th. 5-4 Phils.
First pitch to Rojas is on the outside corner for a called strike, 0-1. So for those that just flipped the dial to MILB TV, Bally Live, or the Phillies Radio Network from the Phillies game, thanks for joining us. Next pitch to Rojas is waved on and missed, 0-2. And Schwarber continues his electric month of June, which has become a trend every year.
What he has done in the month of June in his career.
Rojas, who asked for time on an 0-2 count, will step back in as Luis Moreno's back out for another inning of work. And the next pitch on the outside corner, called strike 3, 5th strikeout tonight from Moreno, and that'll bring Oliver Dunn to the plate here in the 6th.
Again, talked about Moreno last inning, and it's worth talking about it. He's worked his way into the 6th inning now. Again, not overpowering stuff by any stretch of the imagination. Fastball's 93, 94, mixing in a slider, curve, and a changeup. So he's got a good, healthy mix of 4 pitches.
Oliver Dunn 0 for 2 tonight, a pair of strikeouts. Here's the pitch. Dunn takes it up and away for a ball, 1-0.
Couple double plays have helped him out along the way, but he's got a lot of weak contact outs.
And argue it's been probably one of his best outings of the year. Pitch to Dunn is lined on the ground hard, diving is rid of the first base and throws to Moreno, the pitcher, who could not get to the bag in time. Dunn beats it out, but then he goes down. Looks like, not sure if him and Moreno stepped on each other's feet or if he landed awkwardly, but Dunn hit the deck and immediately slapped it.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's the way he hit the base, if he made collision. Moreno seems to be fine. So Dunn is up on his feet now. Ray Ricker, the first base coach, now Al Padrique, the manager, coming over to take a look at it along with the training staff. May have just been the way he planted and landed on the bag. The throw by Ritter was behind Moreno as he was covering. Looks like they have not yet indicated whether it's a base hit or not. It's going to be an error on the first baseman. Again, the throw by Ritter was behind Moreno. He had to reach back to make the catch and then try to find the bag, and both Moreno and Dunn got on the bag at the same time. So my guess would be that Oliver Dunn either landed on the bag or landed on Moreno's foot, and either one probably rolled the ankle in the process. But he's jogging around out there. He wants to stay in.
I mean, it's always scary, too, when you see, you don't know if it was a non-contact, especially anything that looks non-contact. It's always scary with, the foot, ankle area, the knees. Like those kind of collisions, quote-unquote, at first base, they can be, sticky situations sometimes, but very glad to see Oliver Dunn is okay. So he'll reach base on what's ruled an E3. Bring Matthew Kroon up to the plate. Throw over towards first. They'll test Dunn. He'll dive back and head first safely.
It's only the second error in this series by either of these teams, and Binghamton's committed both of those errors. Phils have been error-free so far in this series.
Here's the pitch. That's on the outside corner for a called strike, 0-1.
Something else that Al Padrique talked about with us in the pregame show tonight was about how much better the team is playing. Obviously, offensively, they have been very, very good. Defensively, he said he was very happy, is very happy with how they've progressed as the season has gone on.
0-1 the count, the pitch. Kroon takes the belt for a called strike, 0-2. And he'll immediately turn back to Tyler Whitty and ask for that is. And Tyler Whitty initially had no intention of even acknowledging him and then turned back.
Now Matthew Kroon still arguing a little bit. He's going to call timeout. And it's a good thing he did because the pitch clock was still running. And he had his back to the pitcher and to the pitch clock. So now
and I think there's conversation coming from the Art Phil's dugout because Tyler Whitty looked over and basically gave the hand like, that's enough.
Right.
So 0-2 the count, 1 out. Bottom of the 6th inning, 1-1 ball game as Dunn leads off first. Moreno set at the letters. Here's the pitch. And Kroon swings and misses. That's strike number 3 and out number 2. 6 strikeout tonight for Luis Moreno. That'll bring Ethan Wilson to the plate. Wilson's 0 for 2 tonight.
Matthew Kroon's not the most vocal guy out there. And so for him to be as upset as he was, obviously he adamantly disagreed with that second strike.
So Ethan Wilson steps in with 2 gone in the inning. Dunn leads off first. Moreno a long set at the letters. I'll throw over towards first. Dunn will gallop back in, standing up. Wilson awaits the first pitch. Here it is. It's that one in the air the other way towards left. It's drifting towards the line. Peroza races out the third baseman along with Swazi. Neither can get to it. It lands on the warning track just shy of the Rumble Ponies bullpen on the left side.
Give Jose Peroza a lot of credit. He went a long way. Swazi, the left fielder, cheating the left-hand hitting Ethan Wilson well into left center field. But that ball landed just short of the bullpen. And the third baseman, Jose Peroza, was the closest one to it. He ran a long way and a great effort.
So the count moves to 0-1 to Ethan Wilson. Left-handed bat who's 0 for 2 tonight. Peroza the righty. Moreno the righty. Here's the pitch. Wilson lines it straight back towards us, and it'll hit just to our left. And the count goes 0-2. Ethan Wilson, 8 home runs on the year. Hit number 8 last night. It was a 3-run shot early in the game to help the Fightins dig their way back into it. Pitch. That's right down the chute with an off-speed pitch for a called strike 3. 7 strikeout tonight for Luis Moreno. He strikes out the side. No runs, no hits. There was an error and 1 left on base. We'll go to the 7th. It's the 1-1 on the Art Phil's Radio Network.
Are you looking for a reliable food distributor to meet all your culinary needs? Look no further than our trusted team at Feaser's Food Distributors. For over 120 years, our products have been sourced from the best farms and suppliers, ensuring that you get the best ingredients for your restaurant or organization. From fresh produce to premium meats, Feaser's supplies everything but the appetite. Visit Feasers.com today to experience the difference in working with a top-tier, family-owned food distributor. Feaser's your partner for success in the kitchen. Looking for a fast and hassle-free way to get your snacks and non-perishable groceries? Look no further than FeasersDirect.com. With just a few clicks, discover the convenience of having your culinary essentials ready for a pickup at our headquarters in Harrisburg.
Empowering communities one relationship at a time is our commitment at Tompkins. Our customers have thrived thanks to our focus on local lending and their commitment to the customers they serve.
They do a great job, everything for us from our banking, our insurance, to our wealth management.
Tompkins has always been there for us.
We see a long relationship with Tompkins. They're good people.
Tompkins, banking, insurance, wealth. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Investment and insurance products are not FDIC insured, not bank guaranteed, and may lose value.
Be the first to know everything about your red and Fightin' Phillies.
Top half of the 7th, it's a 1-1 ball game. Fightin' Phil's looking to hold off the Ponies' bats and get some runs late. And Bob, toss it back to you to bring us home.
You got it. 1-1 is our score. The Ponies with a solo home run by Jose Peroza in the second. Phils with a RBI single from Carlos De La Cruz in the third. That's the only scoring in this one. Great job by Luis Moreno. We'll see if the Ponies retire him for the night. As Jake said, he ended up striking out the side in the 6th inning and finished with 7 strikeouts, if in fact he is done. Christian Hernandez is back out there for the Fightins here in the top of the 7th inning, facing Brandon McElwain, who hits a hard ground ball to Podkul. Podkul drops it, picks it back up, still has plenty of time to throw over to McCarthy Tatum for the out at first. That's how hard the ball was hit off the bat of McElwain. The Podkul had plenty of time to throw him out even after mishandling it for a moment. But one down here in the 7th. That'll bring up Augustin Ruiz for the Rumble Ponies. One of 4 left-handed hitters in the lineup, with Rowdy Jordan counting as one of those left-handed hitters. He's a switch hitter. Batting against first the right-handed pitching Mick Abel, and now the right-handed pitching Christian Hernandez, who has retired 4 straight since coming in. And if you missed it, Mick Abel gave up the 1 hit in the game, and that was that home run by Peroza. And now Augustin Ruiz finds himself in a 1-1 count. Ruiz 2 flyouts so far in this one, 1 to right, 1 to center. One pitch, fouled down the third base line and well out of play. Mick Abel's line again, 5 innings, 1 hit, the 1 run, 3 walks and 5 strikeouts. He also hit a batter, so he cannot win the game or lose the game. 1-2 pitch now coming from Christian Hernandez. Misses that one up outside. It's 2-2. Time is called at the plate by Ruiz. Christian Hernandez, as we said, just 22 years of age, born in Cumana, Venezuela, signed as a free agent by the Phillies organization in 2017, spent all of last season at Jersey Shore. 2-2 pitches, just misses outside, and now the count is full. Like Keelan Kilgore will now begin to get loose in the Phil's bullpen. Now some activity in the Ponies bullpen as well, as Hernandez misses again inside, and now he ends up walking Ruiz. So after retiring 4 in a row, Christian Hernandez surrenders a walk here. Ruiz a 1-out base runner for Joe Swazi. Swazi was hit by a pitch and walked in his 2 plate appearances against Mick Abel. So he's officially 0 for 0 on the night. Looks like Daniel Juarez, left-handed pitcher, up in the Ponies bullpen. So both teams have a lefty up in their bullpen. Keelan Kilgore is the only lefty in the Reading bullpen. First pitch to Swazi misses for a ball. This one fouled back and out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike to Joe Swazi. Swazi's from Glen Cove, New York. Long Island, not too far, obviously, from Binghamton, and obviously Binghamton Ponies, the AA affiliate of the New York Mets. This one fisted in right field in a perfect spot for a base hit. Between Tatum, the first baseman, and Dunn, the second baseman, for a hit for Swazi. So he's on base for the third time in this game. And the Ponies have 2 on and 1 out here in the 6th. That's the first time in this game that Binghamton has had 2 men on in an inning. As Matt O'Neill will now bat. O'Neill 0 for 2 on the night. This is the second hit now for Binghamton. Bill's pitching has given up 4 walks and hit a batter. 1-0 pitch. Tried to check his swing, but went around. I think it was a called strike anyhow. Either way, it's 1-1 now to O'Neill. Struck out in the second, flew out to center field in the 5th. This one tapped towards the middle. Stokes will step on the second base bag and fire to first in time. Double play will do it for the Ponies in the 7th. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. 7th inning stretch time at America's Classic Ballpark. We remain a 1-1 tie.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
International Fireworks is the official fireworks provider of the Phillies. International Fireworks shoots every fireworks show throughout the season, including 8 Mega Blast fireworks shows. International Fireworks also provides the pregame fireworks after the national anthem at each game. International Fireworks has a nearby retail store in Douglasville, Pennsylvania, where you can purchase all of your fireworks. Visit fireworksorus.com for more information about the International Fireworks retail store in Douglasville. Thanks again to International Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of the Phillies.
There's a weekend in July where the baseball world revolves around a village in upstate New York. Baseball Hall of Fame induction weekend in Cooperstown is an unforgettable experience filled with family-friendly activities and priceless moments. Make your plans today for July 21st through the 24th for the induction of Fred McGriff and Scott Rowland as the class of 2023. Visit baseballhall.org today for the entire schedule. See you in Cooperstown, where the journey becomes
To the bottom of the 7th we had, and Luis Moreno is back out there for the 7th inning. And he struck out the side to end up the 6th inning. But over 90 pitches now, and the Rumble Ponies coaching staff says, go get some more outs. Nick Podkill will lead it off for the Phils here in the bottom of the 7th. That's up but high for a ball. 90-plus pitches now for Moreno. I don't know that we've seen that yet this year, that anybody's come even close to topping 90 pitches. Anyways, Podkill hits one hard. Perosa will make the play at third and a toss across for the out. So Podkill hits it hard, but he is retired for out number 1 here in the 7th.
It's the 3rd time that Moreno's thrown north of 90 pitches this year, through 93 on May 13th in Hartford, and through 94 2 outings ago on May the 26th against Richmond. So he's been stretched out before. I mean, this is definitely his last inning, but they're probably pushing him about as far as they can.
And Daniel Juarez, the left-hander, continues to throw in the Ponies bullpen as McCarthy. Tatum will bat. Tatum 1 for 2 on the night. Single back into 3rd inning. Base hit to the right side. 1 run on 5 hits for the Phils, 1 run on 2 hits for the Ponies. First 2 games of this series were like a slow pitch softball game, 10-8 in both. This one, pitchers duel at 1-1. Bottom of the 7th, 1 out. 1-1 to McCarthy Tatum, and he fouls that one off the mask and looked like of Matt O'Neill. So Tatum now behind in the count 1-2. Cody Roberts waits in the on-deck circle for the Fightins. Fans in attendance waiting for some fireworks to follow in this one. Post-game fireworks tonight. Mega Blast fireworks tomorrow night. Largest in stadium history. This one ripped into center field. Rudick was playing it perfectly and will close the gap and make the catch for out number 2.
Tomorrow, of course, doubleheader. First game at 5:15. Gates at 4:45. Game 2 will start half hour after game 1, but not before 6:45. And in game 2, the Phillies will play as the Nickelodeon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That will feature Ninja Turtle jerseys. That'll be auctioned off post-game.
Cody Roberts now bats with 2 outs. This one hit up the middle for a base hit. Cody Roberts right back through the box and into center field for a base hit. He's on board for the second time. And that'll bring the top of the order and Madison Stokes to the plate with 2 down here in the bottom of the 7th.
You're looking towards the Binghamton dugout, see if Duncan thinks about pulling his starter Moreno here as he faces the lineup for the 4th time.
High in the dugout as you could get without actually being on the field. And he is literally not only on the top of the top step, but leaning out into almost on the playing surface. As Stokes steps in, 0 for 2 in the night. Didn't walk his last time up. And the first pitch is up high to him, ball 1. So Phil's much better contact in this inning. A couple hard outs. Now a base hit from Cody Roberts. Madison Stokes trying to cash one in. 1-0 pitch. Curveball and a good one. Locked him up. It's 1-1. Carlos De La Cruz hoping for a chance in the on-deck circle for the Phils here in the 7th. This one a bouncer right to Perosa. He'll make the short throw to second in time, and that will do it for the Phils in the 7th. No runs, no 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. 7 complete. It remains Binghamton 1, Reading 1.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that'll bring your baseball memories to life. Connect with events that have shaped and changed the game and our country. Our stories to tell, your memories to share. Plan your visit today at baseballhall.org.
The Reading Fightin' Phil's birthday package is the best way to celebrate a birthday. Whether you're a youngster or an adult, there's no better birthday than a Fightin' Phil's birthday. The Fightin' Fan birthday package is customizable for fans of any age and starts at just $130. Base packages include 10 general admission tickets to a Fightin's home game, an autographed baseball, and a VIP reserved parking spot. Fans can also add a wide variety of experiences and options to make sure your favorite Fightin's fan's birthday is a grand slam.
Alberta University Golden Wolves call to the bullpen will bring Keelan Kilgore onto the mound for the Phils. In a 1-1 tie, Kilgore comes in as the 3rd pitcher of the night for Reading. McAble going the first 5, Christian Hernandez going a solid 2. Now as the Ponies bat here in the 8th, it'll be the left-hander Keelan Kilgore on the mound for Reading. He'll face Wyatt Young, Matt Rudick, and Rowdy Jordan due up for Binghamton here in the 8th. And the first pitch is over for a called strike.
Kilgore making his 17th appearance of the year, 3-1, a 5.95 ERA, 25 strikeouts, 12 walks, over 19 2/3 innings pitched.
First 2 batters in this inning are both lefties, in Young and Rudick, and he makes Young look bad there on a breaking ball, and he's quickly ahead of him, no balls and 2 strikes.
And credit to Hernandez, in a little bit of trouble. I don't really want to consider it deep trouble in the last inning, but pitched around a walk and a single with a ground ball double play.
Another curveball, but this one breaks outside. Young lays off. Phillies have finally quieted him down so far in this night. He was 3 for 9 in the series coming in, but 0 for 2 so far tonight. A strikeout and a ground out. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Up high again, and it's 2-2.
And this overall 2 innings, a hit, no runs, a walk, 2 strikeouts, 27 pitches, 18 of them for strikes.
Tyler McKay now begins to throw in the Phil's bullpen. This one tapped down the third base line. Mariano Duncan will back up. It's hard to imagine he can back up. I mentioned this the other night that Mariano Duncan coaches the deepest third base coach in the Eastern League. Keelan Kilgore with a 2-2 pitch. Slapped down the third base line and fading and foul. PSECU presents tonight's attendance. FirstEnergy Stadium, 6,071 watching baseball here. PSECU is proud to be one of the largest credit unions in Pennsylvania. 6,000 braving the rain tonight. And waiting for a Phil's win and some fireworks to follow. Pitch just missed outside. Kilgore and Roberts both thought they had caught the corner and got strike 3, but instead it's now 3-2 to Wyatt Young.
Roberts had to throw all cocked to go to third, 2 for around the horn.
This one slapped the other way and foul again and out of play as Wyatt Young remains pesky up there as the hitter. And the 9-hole hitters over the course of this season have done a lot of damage against Reading pitching, including what Wyatt Young has done in this series. 3-2 pitch again. Fouled straight back and right at us. Oh, almost in the
I don't know why I tried to go one hand.
You needed your hot dog net.
I should honestly keep the net right here and just have it ready to go. I mean, it's the best protection possible.
So we've had one hit the top of our window and the bottom of our window, but none have entered the window as
close.
That was close. This one again fouled back, but the net got that one. So Wyatt Young continues to foul off pitches. Already has made Kilgore throw 10 pitches in this at bat. Here comes number 11. And he fouls this one up in the air. Roberts off with the mask, gives it chase, and will make the catch. And Young is finally retired.
Another nice play there by Cody Roberts off the mask. Technique on that play.
I kind of like where Keelan Kilgore is. He was right beside Cody Roberts. He wasn't just giving him guidance. He was giving him moral support right up and until the point he made the catch.
Always there to back it up. Remember
Bob
Boone and Pete Rose? There we go.
1980 World Series, absolutely.
You impressed that I knew that?
I am. Matt Rudick now will bat. Rudick 0 for 2 on the night. Did walk in the third. 8-game hitting streak on the line as he stands in. First pitch, curveball, and a good one. Just like he got ahead of Wyatt Young with the curveball. Keelan Kilgore doing the same here against the left-handed hitting Rudick. Tries to get him a chase, a breaking ball outside. He lays off. Swing and a miss at the fastball there. And now he's ahead 1-2. Actually may have gotten a foul tip on it. Went in and out of the glove of Cody Roberts. Either way, it is 1-2. Again, Keelan Kilgore, the only lefty that the Phils have at their disposal. And they've timed his use perfectly in this, in the sense that 2 left-handers and the man in the on-deck circle, Rowdy Jordan, is a switch hitter, so they'll flip him around. Swing and a miss and struck him out. 2 down now in the 8th.
Another nice at-bat from Kilgore on the mound. And after a pair of lefties, now we'll get a righty. See if Kilgore can work against the righty here. Righty's 273 against him this year. Lefty's 226. So true splits, but it's not like righties are hitting much better against him than lefties are.
So Jordan 0 for 2 in the night. He walked back in the first inning. Fouled out to Cody Roberts, flew out to Carlos De La Cruz in left field in his 3 plate appearances. The first pitch to him is low and inside for a ball. Again, Jordan, a switch hitter, batting right-handed for the first time in this series. Kilgore's 1-0 pitch, way inside. Now it's 2-0. Luke Ritter, the very hot hitter in the Ponies lineup, hoping for a chance in the on-deck circle if Jordan can reach. 2 down, bottom half of the 8th. Fouls this one out of play. It's count now 2-1 to Jordan. Jordan with 3 hits in this series, 2 of them home runs. His 4th and 5th home runs of the year. This one's way out of the strike zone. Now it's 3-1.
See how Kilgore and Roberts go after the batter. Jordan here 0 for 2 tonight. Luke Ritter, who waits on deck, 0 for 3. 3 straight strikeouts of him.
Swing and a miss, comes up empty. Now it's 3 balls and 2 strikes.
I think best move here, I think just challenge him. Give him your best pitch. Say, can you hit it?
Yep, make him hit to get on, especially with what's in the on-deck circle. It's a very dangerous hitter in the on-deck circle. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And misses outside, ball 4. So Ritter will bat with a man on base. Mentioned about how hot Luke Ritter is. On May 25th, Luke Ritter was hitting 172 with 3 home runs and 7 RBIs. In the 11 games prior to this one, he is hitting 375 with 8 home runs and 17 RBIs. I mentioned that Kilgore was in strategically to work against the lefties, and here comes Al Padrique to make the change with the right-handed hitting Luke Ritter due up. He's going to go to the bullpen. The Virginia University Golden Wolves call to the bullpen. Will send us to a break, and will bring Tyler McKay out of the Phil's bullpen when we come back after this.
Baseball fans, introducing Bally Live, the only app where minor league baseball fans can score major rewards. When you stream your favorite teams live, you'll score rewards. When you chat with friends during a watch party, you'll score rewards. And when you test your skills at trivia, you'll score rewards. Being a fan of minor leagues has never been so rewarding. So what are you waiting for? Download Bally Live for free from the app or Play Store and start scoring rewards today.
Berks Immunization Coalition works to provide leadership and education in promoting age-appropriate immunization across the lifespan for all residents of Berks County. This is a coalition comprised of local physicians, nurse practitioners, school nurses, immunization coordinators, immunization advocates, and pharmaceutical representatives working to encourage continuity of immunization through medical resources. They focus on educating both the community and the providers. For more information, please visit www.immunizedpa.org and click Local Coalitions.
Baseball Town Charities is a nonprofit 501c3 charitable organization founded to keep baseball alive in Reading. Youngsters can benefit from the many life lessons the game can offer. Baseball Town Charities currently supports kids and adults with mental and physical disabilities through the Baseball Dream League. Baseball Town Charities also supports inner-city baseball development through the Rip It for Life program, which provides growth both on and off the baseball field. For more information, please visit Baseball Town.
2 outs here in the the top half of the 8th inning. Man on first base after the walk, Rowdy Jordan, and Luke Ritter now will bat. And again, the Virginia University Golden Wolves call the bullpen, as we said, going to break, is Tyler McKay. His job is to get Ritter out here with 2 outs. First pitch, checks his swing, and they'll say he did not go around. As Jake said a moment ago, Phils have contained Ritter tonight, 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Jordan takes his lead off of first. McKay from the stretch. Misses that one down low for a ball. McKay has become not necessarily the closer in today's world, but as Al Padrique refers to him as his high leverage situation guy, which closer's a lot easier to say. 2-0 pitch, good pitch, and an off-speed pitch, and Ritter's way out in front. He actually may have hurt his wrist on that swing. That's how hard he swung that bat. He dropped the bat on the ground, and now the training staff and Mariano Dunker are going to come take a look at it. That's when you know you've really fooled a batter. When he's so far out in front and swung so hard that he actually hurt his wrist.
Yeah, it's not something you see every day either.
So again, the delay now to check on Luke Ritter, make sure he's okay. You know he wants to stay in there.
You wonder now if you're like McKay, if the mindset changes to just challenge him here.
Yeah.
You know he's in a decent bit of pain, you have to assume.
Right, see if you can't jam him up on a fastball. 2 balls and a strike. Again, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. A 1-1 tie. Try to go outside, try to get him to chase. Ritter lays off. Now it's 3-1. That's at the knees for a called strike 2. 3 balls and 2 strikes now to Luke Ritter. So the runner, Jordan, will be off from first. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Tyler McKay comes in to get the final out here in the 8th for Binghamton. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Phillies trying to take the lead. They are tied 1-1.
Baseball fans, introducing Bally Live, the only app where minor league baseball fans can score major rewards. When you stream your favorite teams live, you'll score rewards. When you chat with friends during a watch party, you'll score rewards. And when you test your skills at trivia, you'll score rewards. Being a fan of minor leagues has never been so rewarding. So what are you waiting for? Download Bally Live for free from the app or Play Store and start scoring rewards today.
Berk's Immunization Coalition works to provide leadership and education in promoting age-appropriate immunization across the lifespan for all residents of Berks County. This is a coalition comprised of local physicians, nurse practitioners, school nurses, immunization coordinators, immunization advocates, and pharmaceutical representatives working to encourage continuity of immunization through medical resources. They focus on educating both the community and the providers. For more information, please visit www.immunizeba.org and click Local Coalitions.
Baseball Town Charities is a nonprofit 501c3 charitable organization founded to keep baseball alive in Reading. Youngsters can benefit from the many life lessons the game can offer. Baseball Town Charities currently supports kids and adults with mental and physical disabilities through the Baseball Dream League. Baseball Town Charities also supports inner-city baseball development through the Rip It for Life program, which provides growth both on and off the baseball field. For more information, please.
Yeah, Vernon University Golden Wolves called the bullpen. Will bring in left-hander Daniel Juarez from the Binghamton bullpen. He will face Carlos De La Cruz, Johan Rojas, and Oliver Dunn. 2, 3, and 4 in the Phil's lineup. We're locked in a 1-1 tie. First pitch, low for a ball. De La Cruz 2 for 3 on the night, a couple of base hits and a strikeout in his 3 plate appearances. Big swing there, and De La Cruz comes up empty. Juarez, 22 years old, born in Venezuela, signed as a free agent by the New York Mets in 2019. Comes with the off-speed pitch, and De La Cruz is way out in front, and now it's Juarez who's out in front, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Juarez was just called up to Binghamton at the end of May. They're pitching in 12 games at High A Brooklyn. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and he strikes him out. Carlos De La Cruz goes down on strikes. 6th strikeout of the night for Binghamton pitching, and that'll bring up Johan Rojas.
Beginning here, bottom of the 8th, 1-1 game. Got the heart of the lineup up. Rojas a red-hot bat.
This is the third appearance for Juarez since being called up, as Rojas 0 for 3 on the night. Again, way out in front of the off-speed pitch. Johan thinking about changing the score with one swing. And he has done that on multiple occasions over the course of this, and then kind of tapers the swing back later on. He takes that one outside. Did the same thing last night in the bottom of the ninth when he was trying to hit the 2-run home run to tie it up, and then took a much more composed swing, hit a rocket right at the third baseman, Luke Ritter at the time, that ended last night's game. 1-1 pitch. Again, out in front of an off-speed pitch. And now it's 1-2. The pitch coming up from Juarez at just 78 miles per hour, so it's really trying to mess with the timing for Rojas. Swing and a miss, and he strikes out Johan Rojas.
Does a good job of going fastball to off speed and slows up, use that slower pitch to make the fastball look faster and speed up the swing of Johan Rojas. That's exactly what he did.
So that will bring up Oliver Dunn. Dunn has struck out twice and been safe on an error so far in this one. Dunn with a 5-game hitting streak on the line as he stands in. Takes that one for a called strike. Phil's bullpen is empty. It's Tyler McKay's 9th inning, regardless of what happens here with Phil's at the plate. Breaking ball and a good one, and Dunn now behind, no balls and 2 strikes. Tries to get him to chase, and Dunn lays off, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Oliver, one of 2 lefties in the lineup for the Phils, one of 3 lefties that Al Padrique has at his disposal. Oliver Dunn, Ethan Wilson, Herbert Iser, the other lefty bat in the Phils stable. This one lifted straight up into shallow center field. Shortstop Wyatt Young will take charge, and he makes the catch. It almost fell over backwards. His momentum almost took him to the ground, but he does hold on for the 3rd and final out. Phils end up going in order in the 8th. We'll head to the 9th, still tied at 1 at America's Classic Ballpark.
White Star Tours and Travel Centers offers the Our Phils fan road trip again this season. It's your chance to hit the road with other Our Phils fans, see an Our Phils road game, meet with an Our Phils player, and also see an Iron Pigs and Phillies road game. The White Star Our Phils road trip visits Altoona, Toledo, and Cleveland from Thursday, July 20th until Sunday, July 23rd. See the Our Phils in Altoona Thursday, meet with an Our Phils player or coach, then head to Toledo Friday and Cleveland Saturday to see many former Fightins in action. The trip heads back to Reading on Sunday. Visit the customer service booth for more info on the White Star Our Phils fan road trip to Altoona, Toledo, and Cleveland. Space is very limited, so sign up today.
You can add a delicious all-you-can-eat buffet to any Reading Fightin' Phils game ticket for only $21. This selection includes barbecue chicken and sandwiches, cheeseburgers, hamburgers, hot dogs, corn, pasta salad, baked beans, potato salad, chips, cookies, and so much more. Drinks feature all Pepsi products. Call the Fightins at 610-370-BALL. Order online at ourphils.com or visit the Customers Bank ticket office.
Wyomissing Restaurant and Bakery is pleased to offer 2 options for your dining pleasure: a menu with locally sourced delicious options and buffet meals for your breakfast, lunch, and dinner pleasure. Enjoy the best bakery experience in all of Berks County. Homemade bakery items include made-from-scratch challah bread, danishes, and a variety of scrumptious cupcakes. Dollars to donuts. No restaurant in the area offers their variety of cakes, fruit pies, cream pies, cheesesteaks, cheesecakes, homemade donuts. Wyomissing Restaurant and Bakery and owner Oz Chaudhry are proud 2023 Fightin' Phils team feed partners. Tyler McKay, as we said, back out there to pitch the 9th for the Phils. He'll face Jose Peroza, Brandon McElwain, and Augustin Ruiz for the Ponies. And he's in a 1-1 situation here as Peroza swings through the 2nd pitch. 1 ball and 1 strike to the man who's been the offense tonight for Binghamton, a solo home run back in the second inning, and it was a bomb to dead center field off the Redners Event Center, or up on the porch of the Redners Event Center. 1-1 pitch, off-speed pitch, and he's way out in front of that one. Great change of pitches from Tyler McKay, and now he's ahead 1 ball and 2 strikes. Beats this one foul and stays alive at the plate. Rosa last year in Brooklyn, 115 games, 271, 8 home runs, and 52 RBIs. He's already had 7 home runs on the season now with his home run tonight. That one's up and got him, hit him. I think McKay thought it might have hit the bat.
I think it's a foul ball.
Rosa's acting as if it hit him in the hand. Phil's are acting as if it may have hit the bat.
Yeah, it looks like it's a foul ball. Mariano Duncan's going to come down and argue that with home plate umpire Tyler Whitty.
I will say it made a sound that didn't sound like bone. It sounded much more like bat than bone. And that's generally what the umpire is going off of. He's going off the really more of the audio of it, more so than seeing it. Right now, Perosa's having that left hand looked at. Mariano Duncan is pleading his case. Tyler McKay instantly said and indicated that he thought for sure it hit the bat.
Well, you can hear the sound of the bat up here.
Right. So the argument continues as they continue to look at the left hand of Jose Perosa.
Obviously, no replay, so no chance to look over it. And I don't know if a conversation with either of the other 2 umpires that were standing 110 feet away, respectively, down the first and third base lines.
Yeah, I would imagine that Mariano Duncan may ask for that, and Tyler Whitty doesn't necessarily have to. If he's adamant that he knows what the call is, he doesn't necessarily have to agree. But to your point, who's got a better view of it than the guy who's literally inches away? So Perosa's back in the batter's box now on a 1 ball and 2 strike count. Fouls this one on a weak swing, just reached out and kind of slapped at it, got enough of it to get a piece of it. Keep the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Defense plays Perosa to pull, and that just misses. Now the count is 2-2. Perosa flew out and struck out in his other 3 plate appearances after the home run. Beats this one foul, and this one's off his foot. So he's taking a beating.
It's a tough at bat for Perosa.
He may not be in the lineup tomorrow for game 1. He might be in the ice bath somewhere. Yeah, doubleheader tomorrow beginning at 5:15. Over for a called strike 3, and that's out number 1 here in the 9th.
Good job by McKay. Battles through what was a unique at-bat, long at-bat. Gets a strikeout. Also, we look ahead to the next bottom half of the frame. Kroon, Wilson, Pogcol. Kroon's got 2 hits tonight. Wilson and Pogcol combined 0 for 6, but they're 2 guys that one swing in the bat could easily win this game.
Brandon McElwain now bats for the Ponies. Binghamton's bullpen, by the way, is quiet, so it looks like Juarez, who did obviously an excellent job in the 8th, is going to get the 9th as well for Binghamton. Tyler McKay misses on the first pitch to McElwain, who's 0 for 3 on the night. And misses on the second as well, 2-0. I would imagine that Brandon McElwain might have some fans in attendance this week. Native of Newtown, Pennsylvania, just out of Philadelphia, played Council Rock North High School. That one's over for a called strike. Outstanding 2-sport athlete, baseball and football. And then went on to South Carolina and did the same for the Gamecocks. Played 8 games as a quarterback at South Carolina as a freshman, started 3 of them. Played 2 years at South Carolina of football and baseball, and then transferred to University of California at Berkeley, and then eventually decided to give up football and stay with baseball.
Kid from PA goes to South Carolina and then goes all the way across the country to UC Berkeley.
Passed for 18 touchdowns and ran for 31 as a senior at Council Rock North High School. Over for a called strike 3. He's a strikeout victim here. And Tyler McKay has now struck out 3 in a row.
See if McKay has 3 straight strikeouts. See if he can get a 1-2-3 inning and then see what the bats can do in the bottom of the 9th.
That'll bring up Augustin Ruiz, 0 for 2 on the night. Did a walk his last time up. That facing Christian Hernandez, who pitched 2 innings of relief of Mick Abel. Abel went 5, Hernandez went 2, Keelan Kilgore went 2/3 of an inning. Okay, looking for his 4th out as he's on the mound now. And he gets Ruiz to foul that one out of play. It's 1-1. Beats this one foul. Jeremy Colonia, the first base umpire, makes the play and turns it into a souvenir. 7,312 in attendance tonight. FirstEnergy Stadium, Friday night. Swing and a miss, and he's strike 3. Tyler McKay strikes out the side in the 9th. When we come back to FirstEnergy Stadium, it's winning time for the home team. We're tied at 1.
Unlike any other area in FirstEnergy Stadium, the Savage 61 Dugout Suite puts you in the closest seat to the action on the field. Located just a few feet from the diamond on the first base side with covered seating, abilities of motion accessible seating, and the most unique view around. Your group will thank you over and over again for this one-of-a-kind experience. Tickets for the Dugout Suite start at $27 and include options to add food and drink packages. The ProMax Fence Systems Foul Porch is an exclusive group experience. Located in our left field corner, groups of 20 to 30 people are treated to 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat buffet and drinks. In a festive atmosphere with a bird's-eye view of the visiting bullpen, regular season tickets are $34 for groups of 20 or more. Call us today at 610-370-BALL to reserve a spot for your group.
The Penn State Health St. Joseph's 67 Club is the original hospitality area at FirstEnergy Stadium. Conveniently located along the 3rd base.
Bottom half of the 9th inning and a 1-1 tie. The Reading Fightin' Phils need 1 for a walk-off. 2 weeks ago to the night when Max McDowell hit the 3-run home run in the bottom of the 9th, which was the first of 2 straight walk-offs against the Harrisburg Senators. Phils will try on the anniversary of that to do the same here against the Binghamton Rumble Ponies. Binghamton with a run in the 2nd, Reading with a run in the 3rd. That's it. Daniel Juarez back out there for his 2nd inning of work now for the Rumble Ponies. He will face Matthew Kroon, Ethan Wilson, and Nick Podkol. That's what's due up for the Phils. Juarez, the left-handed hitter, and left-handed pitcher. Wilson, the lone left-hander who's due up for Reading in this inning. Matthew Kroon, 2 for 3 on the night. Now 7 for 11 on the series. Big swing comes up empty. Kroon tied for the team high in doubles with 12. 26 RBIs on the year. 0-1 pitch. Fooled badly. Juarez has really kept Reading off balance through the batters he's faced so far in this one. Struck out De La Cruz and Rojas, the first 2 batters he faced. This one lifted up into right field. Ruiz goes back, not nearly deep enough, shy of the warning track. Augustin Ruiz will squeeze it for out number 1 here in the 9th. That'll bring up Ethan Wilson. Wilson 0 for 3 on the night as he faces against the lefty. Bottom half of the ninth inning, Binghamton 1, Reading 1. Wilson swings at the first pitch, fouls it straight back. Ethan, 8 home runs on the year, 28 RBIs. Then comes with that curveball, but Wilson ducks out of the way of it, up and in, and it's 1-1. This one fouled straight back on the fastball. Wilson right on that fastball, but fouled it straight back. And Daniel Juarez, as I mentioned, just called up from High A Brooklyn by Binghamton on May 27th. So this is just his third appearance for Binghamton. Swing and a miss, and he gets Ethan Wilson as well. 2 down now in the ninth as Juarez has struck out 4 of the 6 batters he's faced. Excuse me, 3 of the 5 batters he has faced. Getting ahead of myself as Nick Podkul stands in. Podkul 0 for 3 in the night. Podkul, a little bit of a slump right now, if you will, at 0 for 7. 0 for his last 7, going back into Tuesday night's game where he had a couple hits to start the game. 0 for 4 last night, now 0 for 3 tonight. Actually 0 for his last 9. To be more precise. Can change that here. One big swing. Fouls that one back instead. Now he's behind. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bill's bullpen is quiet. So if they do not score here, it looks like it'll be Tyler McKay again in the 10th. Now Podkul will call a timeout. One ball and 2 strikes to Podkul. Lifted foul and out of play down the right field line. And Podkul stays alive with another foul ball that finds the seats. There have been a lot of souvenirs in this one. Lots of people going home with a baseball in this game. So Juarez will reload with a 1-2 count. That's in the dirt. It's 2-2. Podkul gets on board. McCarthy Tatum awaits in the on-deck circle for the Phils. Two balls and 2 strikes now to Nick Podkul. Driven into center field, not very deep. Rudick, the center fielder, will make the catch, and we are headed to extra innings in Baseball Town. The Phils go 1-2-3 in the ninth. We'll take a timeout. We're back on the Reading Fightin Phils radio network. It remains Binghamton 1, Reading 1. So we head to extras here in Baseball Town. Reading and Binghamton locked in a 1-1 tie. And by baseball rules, a runner will start on second base. The man who made the last out in the inning, Augustin Ruiz, at second base, as Joe Swazi bats for Binghamton. And Tyler McKay still out there for the Fightins, and he misses on his first 2 pitches. So 2-0 now to Joe Swazi with a runner in second base. Matt O'Neill and Wyatt Young also due up for Binghamton here in this inning. Slap towards the right side, off the glove of McCarthy Tatum and into right field. They will hold the runner at third as Ruiz moves up to third base. There's a ground ball at Tatum, but he kind of turned his head on it a little bit, ate him up. Bounced off his glove and into right field. Ethan Wilson quickly got on it. They're going to rule it a base hit for Swazi. So now runners at first and third, and nobody out, and Matt O'Neill will bat. Like Reading will have the middle infielders, the second baseman and shortstop back, hoping for a double play. As the first pitch to O'Neill is over for a called strike. Phillies, of course, will start the same way with a runner at second base when they bat in the bottom of the 10th. Big swing, no contact for O'Neill, and it's quickly no balls and 2 strikes. McKay struck out the first 4 batters he faced in this one before Swazi got that base hit. And that is what Tyler McKay would love to come up with here. Strikeout here would be huge. First and third and nobody out. 0-2 pitch. Tries to get in a chase. He holds off, and it's 1-2. O'Neill 0 for 3 on the night. Struck out, flew out, and hit into a double play in 3 plate appearances. 1-2 pitch. Lifted foul and out of play. Matt Seelinger up and warming up in the Phil's bullpen. McKay will be about to throw his 30th pitch here. Runner takes off from first. They don't bother to throw down as Cody Roberts couldn't handle the ball cleanly. And so the stolen base puts Swazi now at second base. So now they'll bring the infield up. Now that the force out and a potential double play is out of the equation, they'll bring the infield up to try to cut down that go-ahead run with O'Neill in a 2-2 count. Swing and a miss, and he gets the strikeout. That's 1 down. 5 strikeouts now for Tyler McKay. 1 out here in the 10th. And that'll bring up Wyatt Young. Again, the infield will stay up, cut down that go-ahead run. Top of the order, and Matt Rudick in the on-deck circle for Binghamton. Fastball over for a called strike at the letters to Young, who's 0 for 3 tonight. Hit hard and foul. Hooked it down the first base line, ultimately into the Phil's bullpen. He's ahead now of Wyatt Young, no balls and 2 strikes. This one fouled out of play down the third base line. So Young stays alive. The pesky at bat his last time up against Christian Hernandez. This one hit towards Tatum. He'll make the play this time, and he'll make the tag at the bag, and the runner Ruiz could not move up. So McKay gets a second out here. That'll go McCarthy Tatum ground out to the first baseman unassisted. And now the defense can move back and play at regular depth as there's 2 outs in the inning, and the leadoff man Rudick will bat. Rudick 0 for 4 so far on the night. Huge spot here for Tyler McKay. 2 on, 2 out in a tie game here in the top of the 10th. First pitch, just missed low, and it's a ball. This one driven into center field. Johan Rojas on his horse, and he'll make the catch over his shoulder on the warning track. Off the bat, it looked like trouble when out with Johan Rojas in center field. He tracks it down, and McKay gets out of the jam in the 10th. For Binghamton, no runs, a hit, 2 left. It's winning time again for the Phils as we head to the bottom of the 10th. It's still 1-1 in Baseball Town.
Unlike any other area in FirstEnergy Stadium, the Savage 61 Dugout Suite puts you in the closest seat to the action on the field. Located just a few feet from the diamond on the first base side with covered seating, abilities of motion accessible seating, and the most unique view around. Your group will thank you over and over again for this one-of-a-kind experience. Tickets for the Dugout Suite start at $27 and include options to add food and drink packages. The ProMax Fence Systems Foul Porch is an exclusive group experience. Located in our left field corner, groups of 20 to 30 people are treated to 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat buffet and drinks. In a festive atmosphere with a bird's-eye view of the visiting bullpen, regular season tickets are $34 for groups of 20 or more. Call us today at 610-370-BALL to reserve a spot for your group.
The Penn State Health St. Joseph's 67 Club is the original hospitality area at FirstEnergy Stadium. Conveniently located along the third base side, the 67 Club gives you a front row seat to all the action at the hot corner. The area is safely protected from line drives with a large see-through net. Starting at $34, groups of 20 or more can enjoy a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet. Children 4 and under are free. Visit rphils.com or call us at 610-370-BALL to reserve your group outing today.
To the bottom of the 10th we go, and now it'll be Nick Podkill who will be the runner at second base with McCarthy Tatum leading things off for Reading here in the bottom of the 10th, tied at 1. First pitch, line back through the middle. Podkill broke the wrong way, so he'll have to be held at third. So a base hit for McCarthy Tatum. Podkill, for some reason, broke back towards the bag on the ball right back through the middle. Not sure if Al Padrique would have sent him or not, but Tatum does his job. He gets the base hit that moves Podkill to third. And so a very similar situation to what we faced in the top of the 10th. First and third, nobody out. And now Cody Roberts will bat. Roberts walked and scored the Phils' only run. He also singled. Tatum takes off, and he'll move up. They don't bother to throw down. I'll say it's defensive indifference that allows Tatum to move up, as the Ponies will bring their infield up now to try to cut down the run. Pitch to Roberts was a ball. The second one is lifted straight up in the infield. Second baseman Jordan calls for it. He'll make the catch. That's 1 out. So that'll bring up Madison Stokes. His job is to get the ball somewhere in the outfield grass, deep enough to try and score a run somehow. Base hit, wonderful, but at least a fly ball to the outfield that can allow Podkill to tag up. And now Mariana Duncan is going to call time. This may be, there is someone warming up in the Ponies bullpen. This is the third inning of work for Juarez, and it does look like they're going to make the call to the bullpen. We'll keep it here. That's 28 pitches thrown by Suarez. He's done a great job up to this point. So Binghamton will bring in another pitcher. Daniel Suarez is done. He pitches 2 1/3 inning. After Luis Moreno gave Binghamton a great outing, Juarez did a great job himself. Struck out 3. He did not walk a batter. The only hit he gave up was that base that was the base hit by McCarthy Tatum. As the Fightins trying to walk this off here in the bottom of the 10th. New pitcher is Dylan Hall for Binghamton. Hall got the save in Tuesday night's game. Second save of the season. This will be the 13th appearance of the year for Dylan Hall. He's 0-1 with a 2.08 earned run average. He is 2 for 2 in save opportunities. As I said, he got the save in Tuesday night's opening game of this series. 17 1/3 innings pitched, 18 strikeouts, and 7 walks. He comes up into a jam here in the bottom of the 10th. Nick Podkill, the runner at third. He's the one that matters. McCarthy Tatum is at second base. Madison Stokes is the batter for the Phils. So the scene is set. Infield again is up for the Ponies. Outfield has to come up a little bit as well. They've got to be close enough that they can reach home plate on a fly ball. Pitch by Stokes. It gets away, but not far enough for Podkill to move up. It went off the mitt of Matt O'Neill and rolled away from him. But Podkill had to be sure he could score, and so he stayed put. Now a conversation between O'Neill and Hall. Guessing O'Neill must have been crossed up on the play. Now the third base umpire, Austin Snow, came over to say something to them. I'm not quite sure what that was all about. So again, bottom of the 10th, tied at 1. 2 on, 1 out for the Fightins. And no balls and 1 strike, the count to Madison Stokes. Just missed, it's 1-1. Try to get him with a curveball, and Stokes laid off. Stokes chokes up a little bit on the bat. 1-1 pitch. Again, misses on the breaking ball, and it's 2-1. Pretty much the exact same pitch and pretty much the exact same location, and Stokes took them both. Ripped right at the third baseman, Perosa. So nobody can move up, and now there's 2 down. That will bring up Carlos De La Cruz. See what Mariano Duncan chooses to do here. De La Cruz on the night, 2 singles, 2 strikeouts. Does he put De La Cruz on and choose the poison of Johan Rojas, or does he go after De La Cruz? Pitch, beats it foul down the third base line. So now we know the answer. He's not going to put De La Cruz on, he's going after it. De La Cruz with the RBI in this game for the Fightins. Puts him in a lead team high of 29. Needs a base hit here. 0-1 pitch. Low ball 1. Low ball 2, another nice block by O'Neill. Again, runner at third base. If it gets away from him, Podkill can score. The Phils will take it any way they can get it. Binghamton's won game 1 and game 2 in this series. Phil's trying to pick up their first here. 2-1 the count. Ripped and into left field for a base hit. The Phils will walk it off. Carlos De La Cruz off the glove of the shortstop Wyatt Young and into left field for a base hit. And the Phils with a walk-off W. Carlos De La Cruz with the RBI that brings home Nick Podkel with the game-winning run. And Reading wins it by a final score of 2-1. The man who's taken the lead in the RBI column on the season, Carlos De La Cruz, ends up with both RBIs for Reading tonight. The second one walks it off for Reading. The final score, one more time, Reading 2, Binghamton 1 in 10 innings. We'll take a timeout, back with our post-game show right after this on the Reading Fightin' Phils Radio Network.
Unlike any other area in FirstEnergy Stadium, the Savage 61 Dugout Suite puts you in the closest seat to the action on the field. Located just a few feet from the diamond on the first base side, which is the official fireworks provider of the accessible seating. International Fireworks shoots every fireworks show throughout the season, including 8 Megablast fireworks shows. Tickets for the Dugout Suites also provides the pregame fireworks after the national anthem at each game. International Fireworks has a nearby retail store in Douglasville, Pennsylvania, where you can purchase all of your foul porch is an exclusive group experience. For more information about the International Fireworks retail store, people are treated to 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat International Fireworks, the official fireworks atmosphere with a bird's-eye view of the visiting bullpen. Regular season tickets are $34 for groups of 20 or more. Call us today at 610-370-BALL to reserve a spot for your group.
Our goal is not only to help you be fit, but to be the best.
The Penn State Health St. Joseph 67 Club is the original hospitality area at FirstEnergy Stadium. Conveniently located along the third base side, the 67 Club gives you a front row seat to all the action out of the hot corner.
Stop in and meet our
The area is safely protected from line drives with a large see-through net.
Instagram and Twitter.
Starting at $34, groups of 20 or more can enjoy a 2.5 hour
all-you-can-eat. Children 4 and under
on
how to join, volunteer,
visit rfils.com or call us at 610-370-BALL to reserve your group outing today.
2023 Our Phils Fiesta Friday partner.
The Penn State Health St. Joseph 67 Club is the original hospitality area at FirstEnergy Stadium. Conveniently located along the third base side, the 67 Club gives you a front row seat to all the action out of the hot corner. The area is safely protected from line drives with a large see-through net. Starting at $34, groups of 20 or more can enjoy a 2.5 hour all-you-can-eat buffet. Children 4 and under are free. Visit rfils.com or call us at 610-370-BALL to reserve your group outing today.
So the Reading Fightin' Phils making a habit of weekend walk-offs, as they did in the last home series against Harrisburg when they walked it off on a Friday night and repeated it on a Saturday night. Here we are 2 weeks later on a Friday night, and Carlos De La Cruz and the Reading Fightin' Phils walk it off again here in the ninth. Here's the scoring in this one, as welcome to our postgame show, where the Reading Fightin' Phils win it in 10 innings over Binghamton by a final score of 2-1. For Binghamton, they got their run in the second on a solo home run by Jose Peroza. That off of Mick Abel, the only hit that Abel gave up in this game. As Abel went 5 innings, gave up a hit, that solo home run, 3 walks and 5 strikeouts. The Phils came back to get the ball game even in the third. Cody Roberts got it started with a fielder's by getting on base with a walk. Moved up to scoring position with a fielder's choice. Actually, maybe correct myself. McCarthy Tatum got it started with a base hit. He was then later retired on a fielder's choice. Cody Roberts walked. Madison Stokes with a fielder's choice. It was first and second and 1 out. And Carlos De La Cruz had a base hit that brought home Cody Roberts to tie the game at 1-1. And it was nothing but zeros from that point on, right up and through the 10th inning. And again, with a man put in scoring position to start the 10th inning, in the top of the 10th, Tyler McKay who came on in the 8th inning to finish off the 8th inning and got a out in the 8th, struck out the side in the 9th. Joe Swazi got a base hit to make it first and third for Binghamton in the top of the 10th, but he got a strikeout of Matt O'Neill, a ground out to first base by Wyatt Young. The runners had to stay put, and then a fly ball into the gap in left center field that Johan Rojas ran down at the warning track and denied Binghamton a run in the 10th. So now the Phils start with a man on second base. In the bottom of the 10th, that runner was Nick Podko. McCarthy Tatum in a line drive right back up through the middle that Podko misjudged for some reason and headed back to second base, so they had to hold him up at third. That brought up Cody Roberts. He popped up in the infield for 1 out. Madison Stokes hit a bullet, but he hit it right at the third baseman, Jose Peroza, for out number 2. And so now the Phils were down to their final out. I said it at the time. Does Mariano Duncan choose to pitch to Carlos De La Cruz with a base open? On second and third, he decided he'd rather face Carlos De La Cruz with a base open rather than Johan Rojas in the on-deck circle. And De La Cruz made him pay. It was a line drive that just tipped off the glove of the shortstop, Wyatt Young, and falls into left field for the base hit. Podko comes across with the run. De La Cruz gets the game-winning RBI on his third hit of the night. And the Phils get the win by a final score of 2-1 in 10 innings. So 2 runs on 8 hits, no errors, and 7 left for the Phils. 1 run on 3 hits, 1 error, and 7 left for Binghamton. Tyler McKay gets the win. He was outstanding in relief. Christian Hernandez did a great job for the Phils as well. He went 2 innings, gave up a hit, no runs, a walk, and 2 strikeouts. Keelan Kilgore went 2/3 of an inning, a walk, and a strikeout. And then Tyler McKay goes the rest of the way. He goes 2 1/3 innings, gave up just 1 hit, no runs. He struck out 5 along the way. So a tremendous job by Tyler McKay. He picks up the win again. He's 2-2. Daniel Juarez, tough luck loss for him. He pitched really well for Binghamton over the course of 3 innings. But again, with that runner put on second base, it just changes the dynamic. And he gave up the hit, and then they brought in Dylan Hall to try to get the last 2 outs. But Carlos De La Cruz ended it. So Juarez will get the loss. He's now 0-1. Time of the game, 2 hours and 45 minutes. Again, delayed an hour and 34 minutes because of rain delay. Played in front of 7,312 here at baseball town. The fireworks are booming here at FirstEnergy Stadium. They'll be doing the same tomorrow night. Again, doubleheader tomorrow. 5:15 is game 1 of the doubleheader. Gates will open at 4:45 on Tompkins Plaza here at FirstEnergy Stadium. Griff McGarry and David Parkinson will be the pitchers for the Phils. It's scheduled to be McGarry in game 1 and Parkinson in game 2. Dom Hamill and Mike Vassell, 2 really highly regarded pitchers in the Mets organization, will pitch for Binghamton tomorrow. We do not know for sure which one will pitch in game 1 versus game 2. But 2 games tomorrow, and then we'll finish it up with the series finale on Sunday at 5:15. Josh Hendrickson and Junior Santos scheduled to go in that one. And again, that will be at 5:15 on Sunday. Plenty of seats are available for you. Come on out and watch Reading Fightin Phils baseball. Excitement and drama to the end tonight. Tickets are available 610-370-BALL or online at rphils.com. Again, tomorrow night, Mega Blast fireworks. Largest fireworks show in stadium history, even bigger than the one that's going on right now on this Fiesta Friday night. And Sunday, all fans get to run the bases. So a lot more baseball coming your way for the rest of this series. Binghamton now leads the series 2-1. The Phils will try to even it and take the lead with the doubleheader tomorrow night right back here in Baseball Town. That will do it for our coverage. Thanks to the skipper, Al Padrique, for spending some time with us on the pregame show in tonight's game. For my colleague, Jake Starr, my name is Bob McCool. Thanks for listening, everyone. Hope you'll do the same tomorrow night. Better yet, we look forward to seeing you here in Baseball Town. Have a great night, everyone. Again, the Fightin Phils with a win over Binghamton by a final score of 2-1 in 10 innings. Have a great night, everyone.